Hawks. Hi, this is Greg Stockdale. Visit our championship team at Rolling Ford. Like the Go Hawks, the staff at Rolling Ford is dedicated, skilled, and will go above and beyond for you. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle or servicing your vehicle, trust the championship team at Rolling Ford. Good luck, Go Hawks, from all of us at Rolling Ford in Shell Rock.
We get you rolling Ford.
Mom, I don't feel good. My throat hurts.
I think I caught the bug going around the office.
Hi, honey, Jess rolled her ankle at her game. I think we need to go to the walk-in clinic to get it checked out. I'll meet you there.
When you need care today, the walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center is here for you. Get exceptional local care with on-site labs and x-ray from skilled and friendly healthcare providers without waiting for an appointment. Our experienced nurse practitioners and physician assistants are ready to help with those unforeseen sprains, strains, and sniffles. Located on 9th Street Southwest in Waverly, Iowa, the walk-in clinic is open when you need it, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointments are needed. You can even check in online at waverlyhealthcenter.org/check-in. Convenient, comprehensive, and the care you need close to home. The walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center. Big city care, small.
55 to center, but just 3. Coach, you have Nolan Foster on the mound. Tell us what he pitches.
You know, Nolan's got a fastball, kind of a slur slider type pitch, and then a changeup. You know, Nolan's coming off a really good year pitching-wise last year. Kind of had a rough one against Independence the other night, but again, you know, head might be in one spot, and then another with State Track coming up. So I think Nolan's going to get on track tonight. You know, just working ahead, staying ahead, and he'll be just fine.
And sorry about that. That was not the pregame interview I meant to play. This is a conversation I had with B.J. Hermsen a little bit before I got up here into the booth. Here's what he had to say about this game against the Benton Bobcats.
Welcome back to the pregame show as Waverly Shark is taking on Benton Community here in Van Horn, talking with Coach B.J. Hermsen. And you got a single varsity game here tonight. Tell us about what you know about the Bobcats.
Yeah, you know, they're off to a really good start so far this year. They've played a couple common foes. I know they had West Delaware this week, I believe the night before we played them. And so know a little bit about them just from last year. There's a few kids that are returning, but, you know, like I said, they're off to a good start, so we're going to have our hands full tonight.
What do they do well?
From the looks of it, just looking at stats a little bit earlier, they don't strike out a whole lot, so obviously they're going to put the ball in play. Looks like they got a patient eye, too. So, again, they're going to work the count a little bit, I think, and they're basically just going to take what they give them.
Good talk with Coach B.J. Hermsen. I missed the last couple of games. You guys won 1 of 3. You had close games, though. You know, your 2 losses came by 1 and 3 runs with some pretty high-scoring affairs.
Yeah, you know, the game against West Delaware just ran into 1 inning. That kind of cost us a little bit. That kind of seems to be our MO right now. You know, 1 inning, you know, 1 run turns into 2, 3, 4. You know, so just limiting those big innings and getting us back in the dugout so we can put some runs on the board too.
Yeah, that's the thing I've always said. You know, good teams are the ones that make the oh crap innings smaller and the oh yeah innings bigger. And how do you get to do that though?
More than anything, I mean, we've talked numerous times here just in the last week about, you know, limiting those opportunities. You know, you get 3 outs in an inning, and that can't turn into 4 outs, 5 outs, 6 outs, because then all of a sudden, you know, the floodgates can kind of open a little bit. And so at the end of the day, it's just making the routine plays, just communicating, you know, and getting us back in the dugout.
And, BJ, you finally have everybody at practice. I mean, it's got to feel like the season's just now starting for you.
Yeah, and, you know, everybody's kind of in the same boat with that, too. And, that, you know, it's just kind of part of early on baseball season. You know, we're still kind of figuring out lineups a little bit here, who's going to play where when this person's on the mound, that person's on the mound. So, again, it's going to take us some time to figure it out, but, you know, we'll get there.
How many jersey combos do you guys have now? You're turning into Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, so we have 3 different hats. I believe we have 3 different jerseys, too. So, again, it's kind of up to the starting pitcher what they want to wear that day. We leave it up to them. So, whatever they're most comfortable in, whatever they're superstitious about, that's what we go with.
All right, Mom's just got to make sure the jersey's all ready to go. And, BJ, good luck here today. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Sounds good. Thanks, Matt.
And that's Coach B.J. Hermsen here in the pregame show. Waverly Shark taking on the Bobcats of Benton on the road. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing in Waverly is who to call for your full range of automotive services to keep your car running smoothly. Dale Service offers quick oil changes, full mechanic services, including custom exhaust, tune-ups, brakes, alignments, suspension service, air conditioning service, and more. Stop by today for a free estimate. Dale Service also has 24-hour towing and 24/7 roadside assistance. Call 230-3081 in case of emergency. For exceptional auto repair in Waverly, give Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing a call today.
We are family.
Hey kids, can we give the singing a little break? It's a long way till we get to the hotel, and since we got our new quiet and comfortable riding tires from Waverly Tire Company, you don't need to sing so loud. And since Waverly Tire Company took the time to find out exactly how we use the car, we got a great set of tires that should last longer, and I even saved a little money so we can stay an extra day on vacation.
Yay!
I've got a feeling we're going to spend a little more time in the car this summer, so let's find something else to do instead of singing.
Are we there yet? Yeah, are we there yet?
Hold on. How does that go again?
We are family.
Visit Waverly Tire Company across from Dollar Tree on 4th Street South today to make sure you save money and get the best tires to keep your family safe this summer. Because at Waverly Tire Company,
We are family.
Home of the Benton Bobcats is Waverly Shark playing Benton. 74 degrees and sunny right now. The wind's coming at 9 miles per hour, which is blowing out to left center field. There's a set of bleachers out in left center. The bleachers back behind home plate and then off to the base pass sides, but just shy of the dugout, and then an extra dugout beyond the dugout side on the home dugout of the third base line. It's a pretty park here, just off the highway. I'll tell you, to get to Van Horn, as you've been here before, it's left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. No easy way to get here, but once you're here, it's a pretty place. Memorial Day weekend is upon us, and let's listen now to the national anthem being played as everybody's standing at attention with hand over heart, looking at the flag in left field. When we come back, we'll play ball. It's Waverly Shark and Benton right here on the K-Way Sports Network.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. When it comes to protecting all your assets, give People's Insurance Agency a call. People's Insurance Agency's main office has been located in Waverly for 8 years. It is your family-owned, local, independent agency of neighbors helping neighbors in the surrounding area for the past 35 years. If you're looking for a quote with competitive rates or just have an insurance question, visit People's Insurance Agency in Waverly or call 352-6327 to talk with one of their friendly, knowledgeable insurance specialists. People's Insurance Agency. They strive for excellence in all they do.
To Waverly Shark baseball as the Go Hawks are on the road taking on the Benton Bobcats. Benton, the home team, starts in the field. Here's what they look like defensively from left to right in the outfield. Blake Doherty in left, Jordan Tice in center, and Drew Fillenworth in right. Around the horn, Lane Kestner at third, Evan Doherty at short, Wyatt Rinderneck at second, Easton Patterson is at first. The battery has Cale Kestner behind the dish, and Colby Linney is the pitcher. He's a senior with 3.2 innings under his belt. Opponents bat 154 against him. He's not allowed an earned run yet. No walks, 5 strikeouts. He did plunk one man so far, as he'll be facing Dylan Stockdale, who leads things off. Stockdale batting a team best 375 in this very young season. He's a righty. Here's the first pitch. It is hit into left center field. This ball is going to drop in the gap. An extra base hit. It's at least 2. Stockdale's thinking about 3, but he gets the stop sign from Coach Willis. And a first pitch double coming at 6:53. Getting started a little early and shot straight out the cannon there by Dylan Stockdale, or the Go-Hawks. Well, man, you got to love that first pitch, and it's a double. It's batter's eye in center field. Just a normal chain link fence with the gold topper on the top. And in the batter's eye, at 365 spot, straight dead center, a little higher. And then the blue across the fence says Benton on one side, on the left field side, Bobcat on the other. That was hit kind of towards the Benton side. There's some fans sitting in their lawn chair. They got a real close look at that diamond baseball. Next pitch is to Lance Myers, and it is high to the righty. Lance Myers batting 368 this season. Runner at second base, nobody out, as Stockdale parked himself there with a first pitch double to get us started. Myers waiting for the pitch, waggles his bat, watches one low, 2-0 the count. Colby Linney again had not given up a run. Only 3 2/3 innings. Not a whole lot of numbers that you can really believe in with that little sample size. Ground ball, third base side, picked, thrown to first is horrible. Kester threw it badly. It goes by the dugout, bounces off the fence. Stockdale rounds third, comes home standing, and at second base after the E5 is Lance Myers. A good throw would have gotten him, and the throw was very bad. It slipped out of the hands probably from Kester, and the Go-Hawks strike first. They're up 1-0. A very quick start for a team that split last night in the Northeast Iowa Conference opener with walk-on. Abram Rage, the batter. Rage waiting. First pitch to him is across the numbers, a generous strike. Rage batting 238 on the air. Another righty, shows those stirrup socks. The Go-Hawks are wearing their black uniforms with gold lettering on the front, says Go-Hawks. The numbering's black with gold trim. Gray pants with a black stripe down the side. The hats are black-billed gold hats with that Go-Hawk batting logo. Great bunt, drops right in the grass in front of the catcher, who throws to first. That's a 2-4 putout on a sacrifice bunt that moves Myers over to third. Great bunt. That ball just sat down just beyond the dirt at home plate in the grass there. Maybe one more foot further could have gotten him there safely, but that was a very nice bunt by Rage. Not often you ask your 3 guy to bunt. Ian Sedgwick, a freshman, up to bat. He's a lefty. He's 0 for 3 on the year. Runner at third base. 1 out, top of the first. Go-Hawks already up 1-0. Pitch is high. 1-0. The Bobcats, they're wearing their blue uniforms with Benton and gold across their button-up uniforms with gray pants, a blue stripe down the side, and then gray hats as well. Next pitch popped up and out of play towards me. I'm a little off-centered in the press box here at Benton. It's not straight behind home plate, but it's not down the third base line. It's kind of in between. The concession stand down below me. It's just wafting up the smell of brats and dogs. So if I sound like I'm salivating, it's because I am. High pitch, fouled away, similar location, 1-2 to Sedgwick, the 4-hitter for Waverly Shellrock. Against the right-handed hurler, Linney, Colby Linney, who's faced some pretty good ball from the Go-Hawks. Obviously, the air didn't help his cause, but the Stockdale leadoff double really set everything up nicely. Sedgwick swings, and that ball is a swinging bunt down the first base line that is touched foul by Cale Kestner, the catcher. Umpires, they're wearing their light-colored top with the gray trousers, black hats. Got the Iowa High School Athletic Association logo on their left breast. Black shoes for both umpires as well. Two-man crew is the norm for high school baseball until you get late in the postseason. High pop-up. This one's going to be near in play to the backstop and dropped by Kestner. It went into the PUD and then bounced out as he looks at the ball in despair. Gets a fist tap, though, from first baseman Easton Patterson. He did a good job of getting that ball, played it perfectly until the catch came, and it just popped out the PUD. That gives second life to Ian Sedgwick. And what are you going to do when you get a renewed life? See what the lefty does. A lot of ways you can score the runner from third, including a fly ball. Playing way off the right field line, by the way. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch got him, and that is out number 2. Brings up Aiden Hofer, who bats .364 on the season. He's another lefty. Go Hawks have 1 run. They really would love to send Myers home. The wind is blowing out to left center field. Or almost straight left, but we'll say left center. Not a cloud in the sky today. Really a brilliantly beautiful day. High swing and a miss there by Hofert as he aided Kobe Linney's quest. 317 down the lines, 365 to straightaway center field here in Van Horn. Pitch is a called strike. Benton community, a conglomeration of 8 different communities. Everyone remembers Norway, though, where the elementary school is. The junior and senior high school is here in Van Horn. Swinging a foul tip. 0-2 the count. Norway dominant in fall and summer baseball for years and years and years. Of course, many people have seen the movie The Final Season. Always remember my baseball coach complaining about being a small school in the bud with comments about Norway being able to do it. We still lost, even with those motivating words, but we didn't have an excuse to lose. Runner at third base, 1-0 Go Hawks lead, top of the first, 2 outs. Pitch is a high one, it's flared into left field, should be an easy play for Doherty, and it is as he catches it near the line. Go Hawks do get 1 with the help of a leadoff double. It's 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
Rolling Forward Shell Rock is proud to support the Go Hawks. Hi, this is Greg Stockdale. Visit our championship team at Rolling Forward. Like the Go Hawks, the staff at Rolling Forward is dedicated, skilled, and will go above and beyond for you. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle or servicing your vehicle, trust the championship team at Rolling Forward. Good luck, Go Hawks, from all of us at Rolling Forward in Shell Rock.
We get you rolling.
Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing in Waverly is who to call for your full range of automotive services to keep your car running smoothly. Dale Service offers quick oil changes, full mechanic services, including custom exhaust, tune-ups, brakes, alignments, suspension service, air conditioning service, and more. Stop by today for a free estimate. Dale Service also has 24-hour towing and 24/7 roadside assistance. Call 230-3081 in case of emergency. For exceptional auto repair in Waverly, give Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing a call today.
You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
Welcome back. 1-0 Go Hawks lead as they take the field in the bottom of the first. Here's what they look like defensively from left to right in the outfield. Dylan Stockdale on left, Aiden Hofer in right. Aiden Hofer in center. Jude Landers in right. Around the horn, Garrick Tibbetts at third. Lance Myers at short. Sam Rose is at second. Ian Sedgwick is at first. The catcher is Abram Rage, and the right-handed pitcher is Nolan Foster. The sophomore has just 1 outing, and he gave up 5 runs. His ERA is 11.68. 7, though not really something to put a whole lot of stock in one outing when he was still in the midst of a track season. There's a first pitch fastball called strike to Jordan Tice. Tice batting .273. He's a right-hander wearing no batting gloves, waggling the bat, waiting, and takes one just a hair inside from Foster. 1-1 the count. And the game brought to you by Rolling Ford, Waverly Health Center, Dillov Oil Company, Waverly Tire Company, St. Paul's Lutheran Church and School, Butler Beamer Communications, and New Hampton Red Power as Tice swings and misses. Foster's way ahead, 1-2. Good start for Foster. Here's the pitch. Way high, goes over the head of Rage. Well, didn't have a chance. Sometimes you got to waste one, but I don't think Foster wanted to waste it quite that far. Cal Kestner, the in-the-hole batter, goes and gets that. Next pitch is down low, and it's now a full count. You go from way up ahead to neck and neck in this at-bat. The wind. Small kick. The delivery roped over the head of the shortstop Myers. That will get into left center field. Is a single. Could have been a double had Tice believed that Hofer wasn't going to pick that off the turf cleanly. He had more faith in Hofert and stayed at first.
Shortstop, Evan Doherty.
So both teams get the leadoff man aboard with a hit. Evan Doherty up to bat, batting .333. He's a righty. Bobcats have been hot this season. Got white numbers in the back of their jersey. Gold lettering across their chest. Ball gets by Rage on the pitch. Tice goes to second, and it's now 1-0 with nobody out. The Bobcats have been real hot, and Waverly Shark, the last 3 games in particular, they're not played bad. Lose by 1 to West Delaware, split with Waukon, and the year loss, you lose 13-10. But his coach talked about in the pregame show, they just let bad innings fester and become really bad innings defensively. They've got to stop that. Pitch low, 2-0. Well, no force here as Tice is at second. Can't turn a double play. So if you're Foster, you just got to worry about the batter in this moment. Focus on finding yourself in the strike zone like you were the first 2 pitches of the inning. Next pitch, ground ball, third base side, gloved by Tibbetts. He'll throw to first. Runner's going to take off to third. They throw there. They don't get him. So the runner advances on a 5-3 retirement of Evan Doherty for out number 1. Good job by Tibbetts. He gloved it just to his left-hand side. Looked the runner back to second. The second base bag is not where he ran back, but I wouldn't have liked him trying to get a pickle there and possibly have 2 guys safe. So he threw across the diamond, got that first out. Sometimes first out can be the toughest. Kel Kestner up to bat. He has a team best 4 doubles, bats .345. He's a righty, watches one inside. And low as Rage stops that. Can't let any pass balls because Tice will score. There's a lot of room to the backstop here in Van Horn. Chain link backstop. All fouled away toward the road. County highways surrounding this field. The middle and high school just beyond us with the brick building, blue roof, the Bobcat logo on the side. Football field kind of beyond left center. Next pitch high, 2-1. Farmhouse in foul territory on the right field side. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball, third base side, gets down and through. That's going to be an RBI, and the 5th double of the year for Kestner as he roped that right down the line. Tibbetts didn't have a chance, and we're tied 1-1. Both teams with an extra base hit thus far. 1 out on the board as Lane Kestner, batting .318, comes up to bat. He's a righty.
Courtesy runner, Thomas Lampkin.
Courtesy runner Lampkin comes in to run at second base.
Number 17, Lane Kestner.
Plays 7 innings in high school baseball. Our game brought to you by First Bank of Waverly, Plainfield, Cedar Falls, People's Insurance, the Scoop Fleet and Supply, Jerry Rolling Motors, Newey's Moto in Waverly, First Maxfield Mutual Insurance, and the Sweet Spot in Denver. Pitch way inside, it bounces. Can't find it. Rage is looking. He's looking. The runner stays at second as Foster goes and gets it. That is a helpless feeling as a catcher when you're spinning around like a dog looking for a place to nap and you can't find the baseball. And people trying to point to it. Good job of Foster going and get that. Left, right, forward, back, The things you got to say to a catcher in that situation, the pitch is inside and low, 2-0. The worst thing as a catcher to hear when you're looking for it is they say it's there. And then it's nothing more infuriating than being completely lost in front of a crowd and hearing the words, it's there. So you got to be directional when you talk to your catcher. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball, 2-1. Foster's got that fastball, slurve, and changeup. But it's also hard to give directions to your catcher when he's still spinning. First base side, third base side, almost better than left-right. The ball foul. Down the line, 2-2. But you got to have that language. That's something you talk about as a coach. How can we help our catcher in those situations? What language will they be able to pick up in a moment of panic? 2-2 count, one out, runner at second base, and a tie game here in the bottom of the first. Breaking pitch, called, strike three. Ring him up, sir. That's out number 2. Brings up Wyatt Rinderneck, who bats .304. Another righty for the Bobcats. Go Hawks need an out here. The go-ahead run is at second. Now, talking about a go-ahead run in the first inning is a little extreme. Fastball straight down Bremer Avenue, called strike 1. But obviously you want to keep it tied. This inning could have got out of hand for the Go Hawk defense. They can keep it in check with one more out. Ball goes through the legs of Rage. Runner takes off to third. The throw is there, and the runner is safe. The ball does get away from third baseman Tibbetts just a little bit, not much. Foster's throwing too many dirt balls, though, making Rage work way too hard here tonight. Rage has got to stop the baseball, but you can't make your catcher do it over and over and over. From the wind goes Foster, and it's way outside. 2-1. Just been a little erratic with his control, but he's got good stuff for his sophomore, especially. Going from that wind, and look at that little leg kick he has if you're here listening. Pitch is high, 3-1. Doesn't give an extreme leg kick. He's down in the count, 3-1. Good hitters count for the 5-hitter, Rinderneck, the second baseman, wearing white batting gloves. Ball roped deep into left center field. This one's going to get one bounce into the fence right for the bleachers out there. That brings in run number 2. On a stand-up double by Rinderneck. Boy, he roped that one off the bat. He knew it was a double, and there was a small part of me that wondered if the ballpark was going to be able to contain it. Second hit of the inning, maybe third hit of the inning, second double of the inning for the Bobcats. They lead 2-1 as Easton Patterson comes up to bat. He's got the team's only triple. He bats .429 as a lefty who does not wear batting gloves. Breaking pitch. I got it. Oh, it was right next to me. Foul ball almost came toward the window here. 2 outs. Runner at second base. Bobcats lead 2-1. From the stretch, swing and a miss on a low fastball to Patterson. Good pitch there by Foster. See if he can get through this inning. I think he'll be more comfortable next inning out. But he had a tough outing his last time. He just got to find that comfortability. Breaking pitch, got him. It's in the dirt. They'll throw to first. Oh, bad throw. Oh, no, he gets to first. Runner takes off to third. It was a strikeout with an E2 because Rage was throwing to first. He had plenty of time, and he just threw to the second base side, pulled Sedgwick off. Sedgwick had no chance of staying on and getting that out. And that is frustrating for Go Hawks. Ryan Finn up to bat. He's second on the team with 4 doubles, as Cale Kestner has 5 now. He bats .357. He's a righty. Pitch inside, left alone, ball 1. What do you do with runners at the corners here if you're the Go Hawks? It's been Waverly Sharks' issue this year, though. Just too many little mistakes in the games I've watched. That's what's haunted them. Ground ball, foul, left field side. Just got by the third baseman, Tibbetts. I think this Go-Hawk team has the ability to be a really, really good team, and got to iron things out. And as I mentioned in the pregame with B.J. Hermson, you haven't had everybody at practice until just recently because you got a lot of good athletes that run track and do lots of other things. Runner takes off to second, swing and a miss, strike called, no throw. They're going to give second base. And so right now, if you're Nolan Foster, you got to see that as a vote of confidence here and say, let me just get this 7-hitter. Let me get him and make those two guys in scoring position and non-issue. The set below the belt, pitch low, 2-2. Foster again with that gold hat. That's kind of like to call it the Waverly Shark minor league logo. It's that batting Go-Hawk. I love that one. The black bill. Foster sets the 2-2, comes home, and it's inside. A slurve attempt. Count runs full. First base is unoccupied. Blake Doherty, the 8-hitter on deck, hoping he gets a chance to bat in what's been kind of a big inning, but could be not that big. Ball hit to the right field, and that is right at Jude Landers, and that will end the inning. 7 guys back, and really only 2 score, so that's really not the worst it could have been, but not a great inning for the Go-Hawks. But nonetheless, after 1 inning, it's 2-1. Bobcats lead the Go-Hawks on the K-Way Sports Network. And we'll be back right after this. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
We are family.
Hey kids, can we give the singing a little break? It's a long way till we get to the hotel, and since we got our new quiet and comfortable riding tires from Waverly Tire Company, you don't need to sing so loud. And since Waverly Tire Company took the time to find out exactly how we use the car, we got a great set of tires that should last longer, and I even saved a little money so we can stay an extra day on vacation. I've got a feeling we're going to spend a little more time in the car this summer. So let's find something else to do instead of singing.
Are we there yet? Yeah. Are we there yet?
Hold on. How does that go again?
We are family.
Visit Waverly Tire Company across from Dollar Tree on 4th Street South today to make sure you save money and get the best tires to keep your family safe this summer. Because at Waverly Tire Company,
We are family.
Cats lead the Go-Hawks here in Benton County as Nolan Foster up to bat. The pitchers will battle. Foster batting 154. Takes a pitch down the middle called strike. He did have a home run, an inside the park home run against Waukon in the victory in Game 1 of that doubleheader last night. Pitch low. 1-1. Was not there myself as I was following the Waverly Shell Rock girls soccer team as they punched their ticket to state for the 17th time. They've been to the state finals 5 times in a row. I say 5 times, not 5 years because of the COVID year. Ball bounces. 2-1. And they, of course, got a championship in that magical year that featured great talent like Kenzie Rolling and Siriat as seniors. But they got a good squad again this year. Be Wednesday at 12:30, I'll go on the air as they take on North Polk, the 8th seeds. Pitch inside to Foster, 3-1. Yeah, if they all their games will be 12:30 air times. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. You're hoping that they play all 3 times, Go Hawk fans. Pitch inside, called strike. Full count. Be honest, my inside-outside calls for balls and strikes going to be reliant on the umpire heavily. Just off by a little bit. I'm definitely not going to question the umpire's call unless it's egregious. I won't be able to see it better than he can. 4th ball is low, and Foster will take his base.
Now batting, number 3.
Foster's a fast kid, so you want him to run for himself. Grant Parker up to bat. Parker batting just 150, but he does have 4 RBIs, so when he does hit, it's timely. He's a right-hander. Leadoff man on for the 2nd inning in a row for the Go-Hawks. High pitch, popped up, first base side, plenty of room for Patterson, and he will glove it in the grass. And Parker just reached for one he shouldn't have, and it did him in. That brings up Sam Rose, the senior batting 83 on the season.
10, second baseman, Sam Rose.
Our game brought to you by Denver Insurance, 30 Dog American Bar and Grill, Waverly Family Dentistry, and Waverly Utilities. One out runner at first. Rose up to bat as the 8-hitter. Now, he's a heck of a lot better hitter than his average shows here early in the year as he takes strike one. Rose is a good athlete. Any of you that watch that great football season know he has some ability to just do some special things athletically. A lot of these guys do. Runner takes off to second. Foster's going to slide head first, and he gets in there safely. The throw's a little bit to the shortstop side, and that enabled Foster to get there. If that throw goes second base side, he might have got caught. It was a ball to Rose, by the way. So a duck on the pond. See if the Go Hawks can answer the Bobcats and equal things up at 2. Here in the top of inning number 2. Matt Ray here with you on K-Way Country, AM 1470, FM 96.3, KWayRadio.com, our free mobile app. Breaking pitch just misses. 2-1 to Rose. And yeah, baseball fans, you'll have meat yourself after next week. But I tell you what, I'm cheering to have as many chances to miss baseball games if it means state soccer for the Go Hawk Gals. Next pitch swung on and missed by Rose, 2-2. They're just such a fun team to watch. If you have not had a chance to go and watch them, and you could probably make both games if you, drive correctly. Speed limit, of course. Here's the 2-2. Well, they throw down to second. A little pirouette and a throw down there. Getting back in time is Foster. Still waiting on the 2-2 to Rose. With those white batting gloves. Long sleeve, black sleeve on his right arm. No sleeve on his right. He fouls it straight down and stays alive for another 2-2 count. Rose takes a couple of practice swings as the pitcher gets back on the bump. The socks showing. Foster over at second does not elect to show his socks. Seemed like there was a time when nobody showed their socks, and now everybody's doing it again as the fads come and go as the pitcher steps off the back of the rubber. Colby Linney, the pitcher, will get back on. The pitch. Pop up infield right to the pitcher. He calls for it and grabs it for out number 2 as he came in and to his right to make that grab. 2 outs, but a run sitting at second. What can the Go Hawks do with
27, Aaron Tibbetts.
Tibbetts up to bat? Tibbetts batting .667. Now, it's 2 for 3. 2 for 3. But .667 sounds a heck of a lot better than 2 for 3, doesn't it? He's the 9-hitter. Got that leg shield on his front leg. Takes a pitch right down the middle. Strike 1 called. In 317 down the lines, or 315 down the line, 365 to straightaway center field. Low fence all the way around except for that batter's eye in straight center. Foster dives back to second as they check him. He does get back. 2-1, the Go Hawks trail. Top of the second inning. They've got 2 outs and a runner on at first as Foster was walked and stole. Been 2 infield pop-ups after Foster. And the 9-hitter is up to bat, still waiting for the pitch as there's lots of looks to second base, lots of dust flying as Foster's jersey completely covered in diamond dust. Now here's the pitch behind the batter as he scooched on in. Tibbetts did not wear that on his left butt cheek, but instead just avoided it. Got a slightly open stance. Got that look like he's a hitter, you know? Just some guys get that look like they can get it done. So he hits it down the left field line. That's fair. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Around third and coming home to tie. Oh, hold on. It's foul. They call foul. I couldn't see myself. Coach Willis was waving him through, and the umpire had called foul already. I just didn't notice that. But a good swing there by Tibbetts. But right near the line. Again, I got kind of a blind spot down that left field third base line with the dugout in my way just a bit. Close, though. Would have tied it. Let's see if we can do that, but just put it in the field of play here, Mr. Tibbetts. The 1-2. Did not go after a dirty ball. 2-2. On deck is Dylan Stockdale, who took the first pitch of the day and put it into left field for a double. He's hoping he gets a chance to bat in this second inning. Most likely, the game would be tied if he does. The 2-2 hit into center field. Back goes Tice, and he'll grab it over his head in the shadow in center to end the inning. Good play by the center fielder. The Go Hawks threaten but do not score. 2-1, we have the Bobcats leading. When we return, they'll be batting on the K-Way Sports Network.
Hi, this is Tamala Johnson, principal at St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly. I invite you to discover what academic, emotional, and spiritual growth opportunities St. Paul's can provide your children. If you're interested in school choice and giving your child a well-rounded educational opportunity in a Christian setting, please visit our website or call and ask about our educational and scholarship programs. St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly is an accredited institution where Christian faith and learning go hand in hand.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. When it comes to protecting all your assets, give People's Insurance Agency a call. People's Insurance Agency's main office has been located in Waverly for 8 years. It is your family-owned, local, independent agency of neighbors helping neighbors in the surrounding area for the past 35 years. If you're looking for a quote with competitive rates or just have an insurance question, visit People's Insurance Agency in Waverly or call 352-6327 to talk with one of their friendly, knowledgeable insurance specialists. People's Insurance Agency. They strive for excellence in all they do. In all they do.
Bottom of the second inning, the Bobcats of Benton lead 2-1, and they'll be batting with their 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Blake Doherty, batting .238, is a right-hander, leading off against right-handed pitcher Nolan Foster, who hides his chin behind his glove. Now winds, kicks, and throws one north of the strike zone for ball 1. Foster starts with his hands so high and then drops them below the belt in that windup he has. A lot of movement. A flared ball drops before the bag at first base. It's foul on its way to Sedgwick. For a moment, I thought that was going to hang up enough for Sedgwick to catch it, and then just died. Evens the count 1-1. Foster, again, shows he's got good stuff, just a little erratic in inning 1. His next pitch is low, 2-1. Feels like he's the type of guy, if he can just kind of zero in on the strike zone, he'll have a lot of success. And just a sophomore, too. Next pitch, ground ball. Third base side gets between third and short in the hole. That is a single. Myers gave a dive for it. Everybody's had the leadoff guy get on so far. Both teams, whether by walks, singles, doubles, have had their leadoff man on in all 4 chances for that to happen. The 9-hitter, Drew Fillenworth, up to bat. Fillenworth is a freshman, batting .500 in limited chances. Throw to first base, gets a little bit by Sedgwick, but not enough by for the runner to advance as they were checking Doherty. Scoreboard in right center field. Anderson Ballpark. Manship Field is the technical name of the field. Pitch low. 1-0 to Fillenworth. And you got to go right at a 9-hitter here. You just can't, be fooling around with 8 and 9 guys especially. Some guys like to set their lineup with like a double leadoff guy at 9 because they figure teams won't scout so well and they just throw fastballs to the 9 guy. But you got to make the bottom of the order feel like the bottom of the order if you're going to be a successful pitcher in high school. Right now the count's 2-0. Next pitch down the middle, hit into right center field, and it's going to drop. Holford gave it a look. Thought for a moment he might dive for that. A dive wouldn't have gotten there, and that's a double. Runners now at second and third. That's the third double of the game by the Benton Bobcats, who are hitting the ball hard and into gaps. Jordan Tice now up to bat. He had a single to lead off the Bobcats' offensive inning, and he also scored a run, one of the 2 runs that came in the first inning. We're here in the bottom of the second inning, 2-1. Benton leads with runners at second and third and nobody out. Pitch high. Hawks are in some trouble. Our game brought to you by American Family Insurance, Christian Youth Agency, Inc., insurance built around you. CUSB Bank in Waverly, Shellrock, and Charles City. As there's a ball flared foul on the first base side into the grass in the right field, shallow right field. Was waiting to see whether that was going to bend foul or not, and it did. Game also brought to you by Johnson Financial Services, Dale Service, and Folkerdge Financial Strategies. And the ball felt like it was foul off the bat for a little bit. That made you think. 1-1 to the leadoff man, Tice, who's got 2 men in scoring position. Head-hunting pitch, sits Tice on the ground, literally. So he gets out of the way of that one. 2-1 the count. Gets out of the way of that one. 2-1 the count. Foster from the windup. Ball hit to shortstop. It bounces. Ball, he should have gone home with it. Throws to first. And there is the out there. I would have gone home with that. I think I should have is probably too much. And it's early in the game, so maybe that is the right play to just get the out where the outs are able to be. But Doherty comes home to score to make it 3-1. Fillenworth goes over to third. You're not guaranteed that out at home. So maybe that's the play you want to do. I might have thought about going home, though. But an out's an outs, and I guess that's probably the more important play, thinking back on that. In high school baseball, you just got to get those outs sometimes. Evan Doherty takes a ball inside. He was grounded out on a 5-3 play his first time at the bats. Next pitch, fouled. Next pitch, was it fouled? That's fair. Excuse me, it's fair. Drops fair in left field. Just does hit fair. And I get a hard time seeing that over there, and that's another double as Doherty gets to second. Fillenworth comes home, and it's 4-1 Bobcats of Benton leading. I got that blind spot there. I got to just train myself to look at the umpire and trust him. Used to looking with my own eyes. Kestner had a double and scored his last time up. Nolan Foster and company just struggling to get kids out. And mistakes in the first inning. Right now, it's just the Bobcats hitting. Pitch low, 1-0. Runner gets way off the second base bag, heading towards third. They check him, and they throw the ball into center field. Center fielder Hofer throws over to third. He slides safely into third. That's sloppy there. But for the most part, it's been single, double, ground ball that scored a run, but got an out, and then a double. And now man at third base and 1 out. 1 out. It'd be so big to get the 3-hitter Cale Kestner. Lane Kestner is on deck. Ground ball, third base side. Runner's not going to be able to go. Throw goes across the diamond and gets the out. Good play there by Tibbet. For out number 2 is Evan Doherty, which is glued to the bag. He couldn't do anything. He got too far off. Then Tibbet was going to be able to go get him and tag him out. But again, if the Go-Hawks can only give up 2, that's not that bad. The runner at third base. It could have been a lot worse. Kestner was a strikeout victim his last time up as he was caught looking to pitch outside. 1-0. But yeah, if you're the Go-Hawks, best case scenario is only giving up 2. You don't want to give up 2? But right now, giving up 2 don't sound so bad. The wind, the kick, the delivery, ball hit far left field side, and it curls. It does get over. The home plate umpire called that a home run. Now he says, wait a second here. That was right near the foul pole. I'll be honest, I don't know. Is it a home run or a foul ball? He said, hey, wait, it's foul ball. It's a pretty foul. He hit a long ways. I held my breath just waiting. It was right near the foul pole. The umpire swirls his finger like a home run. Then he happened to look at his partner. His partner had a look on his face like, are you sure? And they corrected the call. So it's not a home run. Runner at third base. Still a 4-1 score with 2 outs in the inning. Foster delivers. Breaking pitch, catches the inside corner as Kestner was looking. 1-2. Hey, for Foster, 1-2. You could go from thinking that you gave up a 2-run home run to striking out a guy for the second time tonight. Here's the pitch. Ball hit into right field. Going back on that is Landers. Now he settles down and makes the grab for out number 3. The Go Hawks give up 2. They're down 4-1 as we go to the 3rd inning. You're listening to Baseball on the K-Way Sports Network.
The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly is the place to bring your friends and stay a while. With pizza, sandwiches, the Cedar Valley's best burgers, wraps, and amazing salads, the Dirty Dog has something for everyone. Stop in to watch the game or just grab a cold beer or your favorite drink and enjoy the great atmosphere with state-of-the-art TVs and sound system. The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly. Real food for real people.
First Maxfield Mutual Insurance provides protection for your home or farm you can afford, all backed by friendly hometown service. The staff at First Maxfield Mutual Insurance in Denver knows the Cedar Valley area and knows insurance. Whether you want to review your current coverage or you need some advice and a quote, we're here to provide you with personal attention and the coverage you need. For over 150 years, Cedar Valley residents have counted on us for quality protection from Farm Mutual Insurance. Contact a First Maxfield Mutual agent for all your insurance needs.
After 2 innings of baseball, 4-1, Benton Community leads Waverly Shell Rock. The top of the lineup, too, for the Go Hawks of Waverly Shell Rock. As the leadoff man, Dylan Stockdale, will be batting. He had a double on the very first pitch of the game and scored the Go Hawks' only run back in the first.
In the top of the 3rd inning, number 4, Dylan Stockdale.
Stockdale was a kid who was going to go to Central College to play baseball. Now, not sure where he's going to end up. He'll play baseball somewhere. Coach Casey Clunder left and went to Wartburg, and I think there's a lot of colleges that are saying here, that's where he wants to go. Inside pitch, and he wears it. And he has been a ball magnet this year. He's found a number of ways to get on, and the painful way is one of the ways he's got on.
Now batting, number 34.
That's his 3rd hit by pitch this year. But he's on. Get your table setter on. Lance Myers up to bat. Myers reached on an error by the 3rd baseman his last time up in that scoring first inning for the Go Hawks, who trail by 3 here in the top of inning number 3 in a perfectly blue sky day. Pitch high and left alone by Myers. 1-0 the count. Good group of Go Hawk fans making the trip to Van Horn. It's not that far of a trip, about an hour 15 maybe. Ground ball straight up the middle to the shortstop. He tags the bag, throws. That is a gift-wrapped double play. 6-3 double play. And the Go Hawks now with 2 outs and nobody on. That ball was hit straight up the middle. Evan Doherty was able to grab it, take a half step to his left and throw. It does not get any easier than that. And that brings up Abram Rage with a sacrifice bunt his last time up. The Go Hawks, promising inning, now doesn't look quite so promising. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Breaking pitch, misses, 1-0 to Abram Rage. A righty. They got that Go Hawk in gold flying on one sleeve and that sweater wearing Go Hawk on the left sleeve. Pitch is a strike. Dropped by the catcher, though. Kel Kestner just dropped a good pitch. Don't do your pitcher any favors, though, when you drop the ball. Makes an umpire question himself. Shadows lengthen in center field from that batter's eye, and the one tree out there, swing and a miss. Rage chased a low one. It would have been like hitting it off of a tee. Golf, not baseball tee. 1-2, the count now to Rage. As the double play took the air out of this inning for the Go Hawks. The pitch, high, 2-2. Memorial Day weekend, all weekend long. Listen to the Memorial Day vignettes we'll have on both our stations, brought to you by our friends at Rolling Forward. Really neat tales of the lives of some of our fallen heroes. Ground ball, third base side. It is fair. Rage rounds first. He's thinking about second, and he's going to get there standing. A double for Abram Rage, trying to ignite a 2-out rally. Ian Cedric will be up to bat. Cedric, the lefty, struck out swinging his last time up. Yes, this Memorial Day, be safe, have fun, enjoy the sun, enjoy some good food, enjoy your family, but do take time to visit a cemetery.
Now batting number 5, Ian
maybe if you've
Cedric.
got a family member, go out there and visit. It is just a good time to reflect and remember why we can play high school baseball, not have these kids fighting a war again. Ball blasted over the second baseman's head. That is going to be an RBI single for Sedgwick. And the Go-Hawks get their second run of the evening. As Rage's courtesy runner comes home to score. That's Resnicek. Go-Hawks get one back. They're down 4-2. Good swing by Cedric. Hey, he hit the ball hard. Now up to bat is Aiden Holford. You know, with 2 outs, nobody on, a double play, deflated things. Rage got on with the double. And then Cedric with a single. That's one thing about baseball. You can't drop your heads. Your fans might drop their heads, but you as a player, you just can't. Swing and a miss there by Holford. Every at-bat's a battle, and you have a chance to win every at-bat. 2 outs means a little something, but it ain't 3. Runner at first being held on by Patterson at first base. Next pitch, low and outside, left alone, 1-1 to Aiden Holford. The lefty batting for Waverly. Shellrock, 2 lefties in a row in the Go-Hawk lineup at the 4 and 5 slots. Coach B.J. Hermson standing just outside the dugout. Coach Hying on the first base side. Coach Ryan Willis on the third base side. Pitch just missed. I'll be honest, I don't know where that missed because I am at an angle. Holford snuck away from the plate. Maybe it was a bit inside. A lot of room off the right field line, though. Boy, if you could pull one as a lefty, you could run for days. Ball hit into left center field. This one is tracking back, and it is going to be extra bases off the fence. Cedric, run. He rounds third, and he gets home. A triple by Holford. Holford's got all the speed. Cedric, no offense there, Ian. You don't have near as much as Aiden Holford. If it was tagged, you might have been close to getting out by Holford chasing you down. Well, that was a really nice hit there by Aiden Holford. Now the Go-Hawks are within 1. Cedric comes home. And again, a 2-out rally. All these hits coming with 2 outs. 3 hits in a row. A double, a single, and now a triple. See if the Go-Hawks can hit for the cycle in an inning. As it's Nolan Foster at the bat. He takes one low, and he hit a home run the other night.
Nolan Foster hit a home run the other night. He feels like he's got the potential to be that big bat for you.
You know, it's funny. It's inside the Parker, too. So, you know, it's one of those things. We were actually just talking about it when we got here where, you know, it hasn't rained for about a week to 10 days, and the ground's getting a little hard, so any ball in the outfield might skip past everything. And so, you know, we've talked about it with our outfielders, too. But, yeah, I mean, Nolan, you know, anytime he comes to the plate, he's got the potential to hit one out. And so, once he gets on track, I think we'll be in a good spot.
While Coach was talking, the count goes to 2-1. There's a runner at third base. That runner is the tying run here in the top of the 3rd inning. Go-Hawks came into this inning down 4-1. They've gotten 2 back thus far. All with 2 outs. Ball bounces. Catcher blocks it, throws to third. The ball is wide of the third baseman. Coming home and tying the game is Aiden Holford. Holford came way off the third base bag. Forced to throw from Kessner, the catcher, down the line to Kessner, the third baseman. The ball was offline to Lane Kessner, and Holford comes home to tie it. And all this happening, when I told you the air came out the balloon after that double play. Well, it didn't. It didn't, because double, single, triple, and now a throwing error has tied it. Base is empty for Nolan Foster. He's got a 3-1 count, and he takes one right at the knees. Good pitcher's pitch by Lenny. and the count runs full. Go Hawks have tied it 4-4. An improbable 3-run inning for the Go Hawks. And the ball hits Foster. He'll take his base. So he's hit by a pitch. And now Foster will probably try to steal second somewhere. And we've got a visit to the mound. Coach Seth Patterson walking out there to visit Colby Lenny. Now it's just the battery and the coach out there, which would make you think that Lenny would stay out there. I mean, at the beginning of this inning, boy, it sure looked like he's doing great. Gift wraps a double play ball. You know, you got 2 outs, nobody on, and then Abram Rage, double. Ian Sedgwick smashes a single. Aiden Hofer ropes one into left center field for a triple. And then Foster got hit by a pitch. But before Foster got hit by a pitch, Hofer got home on a throwing mistake by the Bobcats. Go Hawks come into this evening with a 2-4 record. Bobcats are 7-2, but it's the Go Hawks who have the Bobcats stressing a little bit here in the top of the third inning.
Go Hawks, number 3, Grant Parker.
In the Go Hawks season, as of late last 3 games, scoring runs has not been so much of their problem. Grant Parker up to bat. Parker popped up to first base on 1 pitch last time. Takes the first pitch again, hits it in left field on a rope. It's caught by Blake Doherty. That is a hard hit. A line drive for round number 3, but what an inning for the Go Hawks as they tie it 4-4. Be back with the bottom of the third after this on the K-Way Sports Network.
With the start of school and sports, we don't have as much time to spare like they did in the old days. You know, like back in the 80s. Hi, my name is Kelsey and my dad is Dr. Alan Young of Waverly Family Dentistry, where they are dedicated to service and excellence. His office offers virtually every dental procedure, so you won't have to waste time driving somewhere else to have it done. Visit WaverlyFamilyDentistry.com and make an appointment today. Hurry, you're wasting time.
Right, 4-4 is we're going to the bottom of the third inning. The Go Hawks are in the field. Nolan Foster continues to pitch. It's time for Meet the Go Hawks. Today, let's meet Sam Wilson. Sam, sophomore, his parents, Amy and Bill Wilson. Favorite baseball memory was the Fort Dodge tournament. Song that gets you game ready, Many Men by 21 Savage. His favorite team, the Cubs. Salt of the earth person, Sam Wilson, as you can tell by that pick of the Cubs. His hero is his mom, and his future plans are to attend a 4-year college or university. That is Sam Wilson, today's Meet the Go Hawk. Rinderknecht. Connect comes up to bat. He is the 5 hitter who had a double his last time up against Nolan Foster. Bunt shown, pulled back, ball called. Interesting to show a bunt after you doubled the last time up to bat. Non-conference game here in Benton community. Well, not really in Benton. There's no such place as the county Benton. There's a strike called the Rinderknecht. It went right down Cherry Street. Van Horn is the home of Benton High School. Next pitch, hit into center field. That's going to drop in front of Hofer for a single. Once again, the leadoff guy gets on. Every single time, the leadoff guy gets on for everybody.
Batting next for the Bobcats.
Go Hawks have done it with a double, a walk, and a hit by pitch offensively. Benton's done it with a single, and a single. Going to score a whole lot of runs if everybody keeps getting the leadoff man on. Easton Patterson up to bat. He struck out but reached on a drop third strike and a throwing error from Abram Rage, the catcher. Bunt shown, pulled back, strike called. Now the first baseman was charging. Therefore, they couldn't check the runner at first because Sedgwick was charging. Rage wanted to throw, but the second baseman would have to cover. That would have been a tough play to make. And the Rinderknecht knew. The 0-1. Swing, hit up the middle, almost gloved by the pitcher. It's a 6-3 double play. Nolan Foster almost caught that ball over his shoulder, but instead it goes through. Lance Myers gets a gift-wrapped double play just like the Benton Bobcats did
in the top half of this inning.
Ryan Finn.
2 out, nobody on. Benton hoping that they can do to the Go-Hawks what the Go-Hawks did to them. Ryan Finn up to bat. He flew out to right field his last time up. Breaking pitch, hits it into center field. Hofert on the run towards left, grabs it for out number 3. Go-Hawks tied 4-4. Good offensive inning, good defensive inning. We go to the 4th on the K-Way Sports Network.
Up your game with Waverly Utilities. Online gaming is a fun way to connect virtually with fellow gamers and connect in person with family members. However, to make the most of it, you need to have an internet connection that's up to the challenge of each new adventure. Waverly Utilities' next-level internet provides super fast download and upload speeds as well as low ping and latency rates. Call Waverly Utilities to sign up today.
Making life better, making life easy. Waverly Utilities.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Christy DeMuth, agent. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps.
3 innings have been played, 4-4. Waverly, Shell Rock, and Benton are tied. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters due for Waverly Shell Rock in the top half of the 4th inning. The Go-Hawks batted 7 guys and scored 3 runs. All 3 runs came after there was 2 outs and nobody on. So a hope creating inning, I guess you could call that, for the Go-Hawks. And then on the bottom half of the inning defensively, they get a double play, and then they make a nice play in center field with Hofert running one down. So I think the Go-Hawks could flip momentum if they get some runs this inning. You know, 2 runs this inning I think would flip momentum. Benton Bobcats had it early. Well, momentum's a fickle thing in high school sports, and the Go-Hawks could seize it here.
Pitching change for the Bobcats. Number 12, Thomas Lampkin on to pitch.
Thomas Lampkin, by the way, comes in to pitch. I'll tell you about him in just a second, as he is a right-hander facing the right-hander Sam Rose.
Now batting for the Go-Hawks, number 10, Sam Rose.
Thomas Lampkin has not allowed a run this inning. Now, he's only pitched 1 inning. Bunt popped up over the catcher's head, and Sam Rose will live to tell about it. 0-1 counts. Rose is a kid. I like the bunts from him. He's got so much speed. His legs are long, so maybe he's not as quick as some guys, but when he gets to top speed, look out. I mean, he's a guy that if he hits it anywhere near a double, he'll get there standing. But he got those long legs. Sometimes it's hard to get that started. Next pitch inside, swing and a miss, 0-2. But I do like the bunt from him. There's a lot of speed guys. The Go-Hawks have a lot of athleticism, not the big boppers that they've had in the past, but a lot of athleticism on this team. Here's the 0-2. Ball hit into left field. This one is near the gap, over the head of the center fielder, Tice. Here's that stand-up double I was talking about. Rose should think 3. Here he comes, rounding second, heading for third. The throw, he's safe, hugging the bag. A triple for Rose. It's always nice when kids make you sound smart. He hit it into left center field, right where near some people are sitting in their lawn chairs out there. Tice gave it a good chase, but wasn't going to be able to get to it, and Sam Rose shows the blazing speed. A leadoff triple for Waverly Shell Rock. Second inning in a row, they've had a triple. Tibbetts watches one high. He's the 9 hitter. Flew out to center field his last time up. He's a righty. 4-4 the score here in the top of the 4th with nobody out, runner at third. Ball bounces, blocked by the catcher, stays at third does Sam Rose. He had no other choice. The wind, the kick, low, 2-1. And here in Van Horn, right near kind of an intersection of the roads, get that blinking yellow light behind right field. Still no lights turned on yet, not needed. A lot of shadows, though, in center field as there's a fastball called strike on the inner half, 2-2. A lot of ways you could score the runner from third. Fly ball obviously would score a run. corner infielders playing in. Ground ball, third base side foul. Stays 2-2. Yeah, Sam Rose has so much speed. It was fun to watch him show that off. Most guys don't get a triple on that hit. You got to hit to right field to get a triple for most guys, but he's not most guys. Ball called. That was close, and Tibbetts left it alone as he reaches first. Runners at the corners. Dylan Stockdale up to bat. Let's see if they let Stockdale swing early or if they're going to do a little bit of that first and third chess match with the runners. I think you should send the runner to second and make Benton make a play. Now, that being said, you've got your leadoff hitter up to bat who's 1 for 1 of the double and a hit by pitch. You don't want to run yourself into an out, but also it's early in the season. Only the 10th game of the year for Benton. Ephus pitch inside, 1-0. Must have slipped out of the hands of Lampkin. 4-4 score, nobody out. Runners at the corner bags for Waverly Shark with Dylan Stockdale, their one hitter, with bat in hand. Pitch way high, 2-0. Well, now with a 2-0 count, you don't do that running because you might just be given first and second free. From the stretch, Lampkin throws. Ball hit into left field. This ball is over the head of the left fielder. That's going to bounce off the top of the fence. One run does score. Uh-oh. Runners stuck both at second. They're going to throw to third, and he is saved. Dylan Stockdale had a double. Rose came home to score. The problem is Tibbetts was stopped at second. He looked behind him. Stockdale's breathing down his neck, and coach is saying, go, 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 go. Tibbetts waited too long to go, but still made it in safely. He's quite fortunate that he didn't accidentally have a base running error that turned into an out. But another double for Stockdale. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. He's reached each time. That's quite the game, and the Go-Hawks are leading 5-4 after being down 4-1 at one point. They scored 1 in the first, and Benton answered with 2 in the first, 2 in the second. The Go-Hawks scored 3 in the third, now 1 so far in the fourth. I say so far because there's runners at second and third. Nobody out. Lance Myers up to bat. Myers is 0 for 2, but he did reach on an error in inning number 1. He's hit it on the infield both times he's had a chance to bat. Go-Hawk fans, I think you've seized that momentum here. Myers waiting for the pitch from Lampkin, who sets chin high, throws inside, ball 1. Northeast Iowa Conference action opened up last night. I'll tell you how teams did. The 1-0 fouled back off the mask of the catcher and umpire. Catcher's going to have a conversation with the pitcher out of courtesy to the umpire. Coach Wisty Willis, the third base coach, brings an errant ball to put in the satchel of the umpire. He's going to clean the plate. 1-1 count. Nobody out. Runner at second. Runner at third. 1 run is already scored. So last night, Decorah swept Crestwood. So Decorah is the only team in conference action with a 2-0 record in league. Crestwood the only team with an 0-2 record. Everybody else split with each other last night. Pop fly, second base side, into the grass goes the second baseman, Render Connect, and he makes the grab. Everyone stays put. Too risky to try to go when that's just the first out of the frame. That brings up Abram Rage, who's 1 for 1 of the sacrifice, a double, and his courtesy runner scored a run. So yeah, Charles City and New Hampton split with each other last night, and Waverly Shark and Waukon split with each other last night. As I think this is going to be an interesting Northeast Iowa Conference race. I don't think there's a great team in the Northeast Iowa Conference this year, but a lot of teams that will pick on each other, beat each other up a little bit throughout the year. I don't think Decorah is getting through the season unscathed, and they're the only team that could possibly do that after night 1 of NEIC action. Runners at second and third, 1 out. The pitch to Rage is a strike called. 0-1 the count. Waverly Shell Rock up 5-4 here on the road. Lampkin sets, delivers, fly ball shallow left field. Doherty catches it, tagging from third. There's going to be a throw home, but it's not going to be near getting him. And because the throw went toward a home and got caught off, Tibbetts scored, but Dylan Stockdale with some really heads-up base running scoots over to third. What you had to do there, if you were sure you couldn't get the runner at third, you'd throw to third to keep the runner from advancing. But Doherty thought there was a chance of getting the runner at home, and I don't blame him for thinking that. He didn't have a chance, and once that throw starts to go towards home, Stockdale knew he could make it to third. It's 6-4, Go Hawks with the lead as they put up a Folkers Financial Services insurance run. Pitch is low to Sedgwick. 2 outs in the frame after the F7 by Rage. Folkers Financial Services insurance run. Remember, you can help insure your family's future by calling Folkers Financial Services. Ground ball, just foul. Went on the orange bag instead of the white bag on the first base side as Sedgwick really had a good swing at that. Had a lot of confidence after that single he had last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a single, and a run scored. Run number 7 just 90 feet away in the form of Dylan Stockdale. Stockdale will be aggressive. This ball won't even have to make it to the backstop. If there's a pass ball, he'll take off. Swing and a miss. A big swing by Sedgwick. It's now 1-2. 1-2 count. Top of the 4th inning, Go Hawks lead by 2 with a runner 90 feet away and 2 outs in the inning. High pitch, squibbed over to shortstop. It'll be a play at first, and he is out. But a good inning for Waverly Shell Rock as they lead off the thing with a triple, eventually score 2 runs and take a 2-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
For over 155 years, First National Bank has served our communities with commitment and dedication of providing quality financial services. Hi, this is Steve Williamson with First Bank. While our name has changed from First National Bank to First Bank, everything else is the same. We're the same us with just a new name. You will see the same friendly, dedicated staff when you visit any of our locations, and we will be offering the same great products and services to fit your financial needs. At First Bank, we are excited for the future and look forward to serving you first. Member FDIC.
You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
Life is complicated enough. Why not simplify it? Hi, I'm Andrew Kaler with the Denver Insurance Agency. Our multi-policy discounts offer great ways to get lower rates for each policy, and it's a perfect way to make sure our customers get our best deals. Call today. Let's talk savings when we bundle your farm, home, and auto insurance. We're Denver Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual insurance provider. Call today, 984-6151. We're committed to making sure our customers get our best deals.
6-4, Waverly Shell Rock leading as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters due against Nolan Foster. First pitch to Blake Doherty is a called strike. Doherty did have a single and scored during that 2-run 2nd inning for the Bobcats. Next pitch, a little south of the knees, 1-1 to Blake Doherty. Nolan Foster and company had a clean bottom of the 3rd. He faced the minimum. Next pitch is a ball. It was a single within a 6-3 unassisted double play, and then a fly out to center field. Ground ball, second base side. Rose fields it, throws a little lob to first, and that is out number 1. Rose is such a second baseman. A second baseman, I tell you, sometimes those short throws, they'll loop it there, take a lot off of it. It's a weird distance to throw, I'll be honest with you. But second baseman sometimes will make you wonder what the way they throw it to first base, and Rose is certainly one of those guys. Pitch is a little high to Fillenworth, who had a double and scored a run his last time up. 1 up, no, 1 up, 1 down, for Benton thus far. Next ball, a hit into center field, is going to be caught by Hofer. Boy, that ball hung on a line for a long time. That's an L8, a line out 8 in your book. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Jordan Tice, who was 1 for 2 with a single, a ground out, and a run scored in the ball game. 6-4, Waverly Shark leading. Matt Ray with you here in Van Horn. Here's the wind, kick, and a pitch way inside. Tice has to get out of the way of that. Go Hawks have a nice long weekend for Memorial Day weekend. And after the week they've had, they need it. Doubleheader against Waukon, West Delaware game. They've just played a lot of ball lately. Pitches the ball, 2-0. Next pitch, way high, 3-0. So after 2 up, 2 down, Jordan Teese has a 3-0 count against him. Foster cannot afford to walk him. He just got to throw something down the pipe here. And he misses. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Evan Doherty up to bat. Doherty is 1 for 2 with a ground out to third and a double. He has not scored yet.
Evan Doherty.
Doherty, the 2-hitter in the lineup. Sun setting beyond left field. Still got a ways to go before it completely sets, but much of the outfield is in shadows, some of the infield as well. Check the runner at first. It's called strike. The runner's back in time. Good throw by Rage. Made it interesting. It's a called strike, though, to Doherty. 0-1 the count with a runner at first base. Tice has a generous lead. Ball fouled away toward the highway. Not going to make it all the way there, though, as it falls into the ditch. 0-2 the count. Go Hawk fans, you have scored 5 unanswered runs. Ball fouled away. This one is going to make it to the ditch again next to the highway. Two outs, runner at first base. Bottom of the 4th inning. Go Hawks a strike away from getting out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Ball hit over the shortstop's head and bounces into left fielder. Dylan Stockdale will field the single. Runners at first and second. Bad throw back into the infield. That gets away, and that's going to give up a run. Tice comes home to score on the ball that gets into the dugout. And some sloppy play allows the Bobcats to get one back. Doherty was over at second. Now they're going to give him third after that. Bad throw. So it's 6-5. So the Bobcats interrupt the 5 unanswered runs comments that I had with an answered run. Now they are 90 feet away from tying it, and they're doing this all with 2 outs in the inning. They had 2 outs, nobody on, and then a walk, a single, a mistake made. Now Kel Kestner was a double and a ground out, and a run scored is up to bat. Pop up, a lot of room to the dugout, the backstop, Rage goes back to get it, and he kind of overruns it, gets onto the dirt next to the fence, and misses the catch. Kestner has strike 1. Rage got to it, he just couldn't complete the catch. In the tying run, 90 feet away. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's where you can start thinking about tying runs, go-ahead runs, and all of that. The lights are being fired on here. Pitch low, good block by Rage, keeps the runner at third. By the way, over on Y99.3, Waverly Sharks softball, first broadcast of them of the year, as they're tied with Mason City. No score after the first inning. River Hawks and the Go Hawks. Here's the 1-1. Ball hit into center field. Aiden Hofert should get this easily. Caps underneath it and makes the grab. 1-1 scores off a Go-Hawk mistake, but the Go-Hawks still have the lead. 6-5 as we go to the 5th inning. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
If it's homemade flavors you crave on a hot summer day, the Sweet Spot in Denver is where you should be. We'll mix up a cyclone for you in flavored combos you'd never expect. Monster cookie, scotcheroo, and even Snicker apple salad. Also watch for seasonal favorites like rhubarb, pumpkin, or apple crisp. Not an ice cream fan? We've got non-dairy options for you too, served by our friendly staff. Cool off at the Sweet Spot. Open daily from 2 to 9. The Sweet Spot, 100 South State Street in Denver.
Newey's Moto in Waverly is the place to get your e-bike. What's an e-bike? Stop in today and check one out for yourself at Newey's Moto in downtown Waverly.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Christy DeMuth, agent. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps.
6-5, Waverly Shellrock with the lead. Lampkin on the mound again for the Bobcats of Benton as the Waverly Shellrock Go-Hawks, who have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, do. That'll be Hofert, Foster, and Parker. Hofert, a lefty. Go-Hawks got 2 runs the last inning. They've scored 5 runs in the last 2 innings. They're leading 6-5. Feels like you're going to have to score about 9 to win this game. I don't think either team is done scoring. It's not been that type of affair. Pitch outside corner called strike 1 to Aiden Hofert. The Go-Hawks center fielder is 1 for 2 with a fly out to left and a triple and a run scored. The Hawks have had some extra base hits here this evening. Strike called on the outside corner. A good location by Lampkin. Hofert's got to defend the plate now. Lampkin probably going to throw this one a little bit dirty. And he does. 1-2. 3:15 down the line. 365 just straight away center field here at Anderson Ballpark. Manship Field. Pitch outside, 2-2. Waverly Sharks going to have that too, with the field and the stadium and the press box all starting to get named. It was just Hurdle Field for the longest time. Harm Stadium. The press box also sponsored there. Of course, that's at a college. There's many things going to be named at a college facility. I don't know if I've seen a baseball field at a high school level that has a park name and a field name. There's a pitch out of the zone, ball 4. Hofer is on. Leadoff man's aboard. Okay, the head coach who was coached 2 years ago died unexpectedly. That's how they named the ballpark after him. It was already Manship Field, so that's the story behind it. PA announcer giving me that info. And you've seen a lot of guys with the hashtag Be Kind Always with the DA marked there, and that's for Coach Anderson. Pitch high, 1-0. Jogged my memory with that comment, yeah. Oh, ball hits the bat. That's a foul ball. Nolan Foster was ducking out of the way of a pitch. Didn't pull the bat down, and that's a foul ball. Hear that little dink. That's all it takes. Got to pull that bat down, kids. Protecting the bat, more important than protecting you. It sounds counterintuitive, but that's how baseball works. Here's the 1-1. Pitch inside corner called strike to Nolan Foster. Foster's not had an official at bat. He's been hit and walked. He's got a 1-2 count against him with nobody out and a runner at first base, who takes off. Ball hit into left field, and a little hit and run works for a single. Hofert has to stay put at first, but that ball struck nicely for the first hit of the night for Nolan Foster. That'll bring up Grant Parker, who's 0 for 2 with a pop-up to first and a line out to left field. Pitching coach coming out to chat with Lampkin. 6-5, Waverly Shellrock with the lead. And the wind was a little stronger earlier in this game, and I asked Coach, well, hold on, let's not talk about that right now. We've got a Waverly Tire Company pitching change. When you need to change your tires or even repair your tires, trust the people that treat you like family. Waverly Tire Company is so fast, they might just get you in and out before we come back. Six to go, and they're batting when we return in the top of the 5th on the K-Way Sports Network.
It's a name you know with a 1-2.
Rolling Ford in Shellrock is proud to support the Go-Hawks. Hi, this is Greg Stockdale. Visit our championship team at Rolling Ford. Like the Go-Hawks, the staff at Rolling Ford is dedicated, skilled, and will go above and beyond for you. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle or servicing your vehicle, trust the championship team at Rolling Ford. Good luck, Go-Hawks, from all of us at Rolling Ford in Shellrock.
We get you rolling, rolling forward.
Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing in Waverly is who to call for your full range of automotive services to keep your car running smoothly. Dale Service offers quick oil changes, full mechanic services, including custom exhaust, tune-ups, brakes, alignments, suspension service, air conditioning service, and more. Stop by today for a free estimate. Dale Service also has 24-hour towing and 24/7 roadside assistance. Call 230-3081 in case of emergency. For exceptional auto repair in Waverly, give Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing a call today.
6-5, Waverly Shark with the lead with runners at first and second. Nobody out, top of the fifth inning, and it's a Waverly Tire Company pitching change. Casey Gessner getting his first appearance of the year. He's a shorter right-handed pitcher, a sophomore. He'll be facing Grant Parker, who's looking for his first hit of the game. And I was talking about earlier about the wind and how you play that. And Coach B.J. Hermson was talking about how you need to play when the wind is blowing out and to left field.
You know, the nice thing is the last two nights the wind has been exactly like this. Obviously, we've been at Hurdle, though, which is a little bit bigger. But, again, our outfielders should kind of be used to this by now. Same goes for the infielders, the catchers. You know, anything that might be a pop-up that looks like it might go out of play. You know, even in the JV game, there's been a few that, you know, came back into play all of a sudden just because of the wind. And so, you know, just certain guys being in certain spots there throughout the game, and they'll be all right.
Grant Parker, the designated hitter, up to bat, waiting for the first offering from Gessner. Pitch bounces, it's blocked, keeping both runners at bay. Good block there by Cale Kestner. Yeah, Gessner to Kestner, with another Kestner at third. Lights completely warmed up now, as the outfield is more aglow. Chopper, third base side, spins foul. 1-1 now the count, as everyone's got to go back to their places. Hofert is at second. He's got a lot of speed. Foster's at first. He also has plenty of speed. Waverly Shell Rock up by 1 run. They were up by 2 coming, well, into the last half inning. They gave up 1 in the bottom of the 4th. You were in the top of the 5th. Pitch top of the zone called strike. 1-2 the count. This inning, top and bottom half of the inning, we will give you some famous events that occurred on this date in baseball history. The delivery south of the knees, count even at 2 to Grant Parker. It was a righty. His dad, the principal at my son's school, they were silly stringing the teachers and administration this year to raise money for the school. Here's the 2-2. Ball hit into center field, should be easily caught by Tyus, and the runner's going to advance from second to third, but it's be tagged out. Good throw by Tyus. So an F8 for the first out, and then an 8-5 on a good throw from Tyus to retire Hopeford, who had no chance on that. He was out by a mile. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Sam Rose up to bat. Rose stroked a triple his last time up. Also popped up to a pitcher earlier. We'll move that this day in baseball history to the bottom half of the inning and maybe top half of the next, as we're just maybe not going to have time. And if we do have time, it's going to be an exciting inning, kind of like the Go Hawks when they had that 3-run third inning with all of that coming on 2 outs. Ball yanked, fouled on the third base side and left field area. Sam Rose way ahead of that pitch. See if you can sit back a little bit more. Hard to sit back, though, when you just had a triple the time before, and you kind of struggled early on in the season. Of course, trying to get your mind straight between, am I a track athlete or am I a baseball player? But now these guys are firmly just baseball guys. Pitch bounces, gets by the catcher, taking off to second. And now we got a runner at second. 1-1 as Foster's there. The Waverly Sharks seniors graduate this weekend. Moms and dads, you ready for that? No, you're not. You're not ready for that, are you? Didn't see that coming 18 short years ago. The 1-1. Ball fouled straight down, 1-2. Of course, we saw it coming, but we didn't know how fast it was going to go. That's the difference, huh? Count 1-2. 2 outs, runner at second base. But again, for the baseball moms and dads, it's a little different. You know, the baseball season really feels like the end, I think. Pitch bounces, blocked, 2-2. Kind of get that extra dose of having your kid be a kid when the baseball season's still underway. But the pivot to the kids flying away to college or the workplace or wherever they go happens quickly, as that one goes straight down the chute. Rose let it go, and he got caught looking for out number 3. One stranded, none scored after 5.5 innings, or 4.5 innings, I should say. It's 6-5 as it's time now for the 5th inning stretch. You're listening to Go Hawk Baseball as they lead by 1 on the K-Way Sports Network.
Mom, I don't feel good. My throat hurts.
I think I caught the bug going around the office.
Hi, honey, Jess rolled her ankle at her game. I think we need to go to the walk-in clinic to get it checked out. I'll meet you there.
When you need care today, the walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center is here for you. Get exceptional local care with on-site labs and x-ray from skilled and friendly healthcare providers without waiting for an appointment. Our experienced nurse practitioners and physician assistants are ready to help with those unforeseen sprains, strains, and sniffles. Located on 9th Street Southwest in Waverly, Iowa, the walk-in clinic is open when you need it, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointments are needed. You can even check in online at waverlyhealthcenter.org/check-in. Convenient, comprehensive, and the care you need close to home. The walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center. Big city care, small town comfort.
It's the bottom of the 5th inning. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters due against Nolan Foster. Lane Kestner of Benton leading things off. He's a righty. Pitch bounces way out in front of the plate. Kestner struck out looking his first time up to bat and then flew out to right field his last time up. Ball hit fair down the left field line. Umpire eyeing it. It was a close one, as that's a stand-up double to lead off the inning for Benton. Only been one instance tonight of the leadoff man not getting aboard for both teams. And that was in the bottom of the 4th when Blake Doherty grounded out for the Bobcats.
Now up to bat, number 11, Wyatt Rinderknecht.
Wyatt Rinderknecht has been good tonight. A double and a single. He was mowed down in the 3rd inning on that unassisted double play by shortstop Lance Myers. Runner at second base, nobody out, of course. So a leadoff double. Ground ball, third base side. That one does flow foul. This day in baseball history, we'll get to those notes during this half inning and probably some of the next as well. We have one from 1925 featuring Ty Cobb here in just a little bit. 0-1 count. Foster sets below the belt. Throws home. Breaking pitch. The slur finds the zone 0-2. So this day, 1925, in Detroit's 8-1 win over the White Sox, Ty Cobb became the first to collect 1,000 extra base hits. He'd hit 1,139 extra base hits. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rinderknecht is out number 1. That brings up Easton Patterson.
21, the first baseman, Easton Patterson.
He's 0 for 2, though he did reach on a drop third strike and then grounded out to shortstop later. Yeah, you think of 1,139 extra base hits. 3,000 hits is an amazing milestone in Major League Baseball. And to have more than a third of that milestone be doubles, triples, and home runs is insane. That is a lot of extra base hits as Patterson fouls one off, making the count 0-1. Makes you wonder where guys like Barry Bonds end up on that list. Towards the end of his career, wasn't a whole lot of singles. Walks and home runs seem to be about all he did. As the pitch hits the outside corner, Patterson got what I think is a Generous strike call against him. Rage was drifting out on that one. A lot of times when the catcher goes that far out, you're not getting the strike call. Nolan Foster, though, loves it. One out, runner at second base. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Foster. High and away, 1-2. 1-2 count on a perfect night. Sun still a gold orb beyond the trees on the left field side. The lights are on here. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him. Back-to-back Ks by Foster.
Now batting.
He's got 4 of those tonight.
Hitter number 13, Ryan Finn.
Ryan Finn up to bat. He's flown out to right field and center field in his 2 at-bats. He's a righty with a runner at second base that represents the tying run. Pitch high. Ooh, generous call. Strike. Looked to be a bit high to me. The umpire disagrees. And Go Hawk fans say, shush, Matt, shush. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. This in 1930, Joe Sewell struck out twice facing left-hander Pat Caraway of the White Sox. It was the last time the Indians third baseman will fan that season. He only struck out 3 times in 353 at-bats that year. That's insane. Did he go? Was it check swing? Did he go? They're not asking. He did not. Thought maybe they'd appeal, but now they do appeal, and he says he did not go. Ball in the dirt. Check swing by Finn. 1-2 the count. Finn, a pretty vertical batting stance. Taps that front foot. Waits for the pitch, and he fouls one away toward the highway. 1-2 the count. Can you imagine only striking out 3 times, though, in 353 at-bats? That's so good. People, well, 1930 is different. So? The 1-2, ground ball, shortstop side, backhanded by Myers. He'll throw in, make the out. Good play by Lance Myers to backhand that in the hole, throw across the diamond, and strand the runner at second. 6-5 to Go Hawks lead as we go to inning number 6. Waverly Shark will try to add to their lead when we return on the K-Way Sports Network.
We are family.
Hey kids, can we give the singing a little break? It's a long way till we get to the hotel, and since we got our new quiet and comfortable riding tires from Waverly Tire Company, you don't need to sing so loud. And since Waverly Tire Company took the time to find out exactly how we use the car, we got a great set of tires that should last longer, and I even saved a little money so we can stay an extra day on vacation.
Yay!
I've got a feeling we're going to spend a little more time in the car this summer, so let's find something else to do instead of singing.
Are we there yet? Yeah, are we there yet?
Hold on. How does that go again?
We are family.
Visit Waverly Tire Company across from Dollar Tree on 4th Street South today to make sure you save money and get the best tires to keep your family safe this summer. Because at Waverly Tire Company,
we are family.
2 innings left. The Go Hawks lead by 1 run. 6-5 is the 9-1, and 2 hitters are due against Casey Gessner. Right-hander
number 27,
Garrett Tibbetts up to bat. He's 0 for 1 of the fly out to center field, a walk, and he did score a run back in the 4th inning. Part of that 2-run 4th. First pitch, right down the middle, strike called. Go Hawks have 7 hits, Benton 9 hits in the ball game. But it's the Go Hawks leading by 1. As the defense has been able to slow down the Bobcats, shaking off the first couple of signs as Gessner now will wind and deliver a curve ball that is swung on and missed by Tibbetts. We'll continue this day in baseball history, by the way, in this inning. Top of the 6th. Go Hawks have someone working in the bullpen. Check swing did not go. It was a ball, 1-2. A lot of room in foul territory for that bullpen, so you got to be careful. You're warming up, you might be part of a play. Probably the least amount of bullpen or foul territory that you'll see in a high school diamond. There's pitch in the dirt, 2-2. This in 1946, after starting 2 for 42 and only hitting 48 on the season, Mellott stopped playing and only managed the New York Giants. He was probably a coach before that, but just the manager after an abysmal start for Mellott. Mel would go on to have a great coaching career, great broadcasting career. How about that? Count runs full, 3-2. The Go Hawks lead off man this inning, the 9-hitter, who takes strike 3. Tibbetts got caught looking, and that is a second strikeout in a row, bordering 2 innings for Gessner. Dylan Stockdale up to bat. Boy, he's been red hot. 2 doubles, a hit by pitch, and a run scored in the ball game thus far. It's in 1959 in a singular performance. Harvey Haddix of the Pittsburgh Pirates pitched a perfect game against Milwaukee for 12 innings, only to lose in the 13th inning. Oh, can you imagine? Pitch inside. I mean, you go perfecto for a game and a third, and you lose. Felix Matila opened the last inning by reaching base on an error. A sacrifice and an intentional walk to Hank Aaron brought up Joe Adcock, who hits one out of the park in right center field for the 3-0 victory. Aaron left the field, and I passed him on the base paths. Both were called out, so technically it was a 1-0 victory, but it didn't matter as the game was ended in the 13th inning as there's a pitch low to Stockdale. 2-1 now the count. But I can imagine, perfect game for 12 innings, and you lose the stinking game. These days, nobody's throwing for 12 innings, let alone getting a perfect game that long. Pitch high and tight, ball. 3-1, good hitters count here for Stockdale. 1 out, nobody aboard. Go Hawks lead 6-5 as we're in the top of inning number 6. The wind, kick, delivery. Ball hit high in the air, right field side. It's shallow. Calling and catching the ball is Fillenworth. He almost overran that there, but then reached up above his noggin and grabbed it for out number 2. That'll bring up Lance Myers with 2 outs, nobody on. Myers has reached on an error, but he's 0 for 3 today. This day in baseball history, 1976, in a scoreless game in Anaheim, Chicago's Ken Brett has a no-hitter with 2 outs in the 9th when California's Jerry Remy tops a slow roller down the third baseline. Third baseman Jorge Orta let the ball roll, and in a controversial ruling, it scored a hit, though many thought it should be ruled an error. Brett gives up a hit in the 10th. Ex-Sox Bill Melton, but wins the game 1-0 in 11 innings. So 2 long games by pitchers in this day in baseball history. First pitch is a strike to Myers. Next pitch, a ball, 1-1 the count. Couple more items in this day baseball history. May have to finish that up the bottom half of this inning. 2 outs, nobody on for the Go Hawks, who are nursing a 1-run lead. Ball hit into left center field. This one will be caught by left fielder Blake Doherty for out number 3. That was well struck, though, by Myers. That ends the top half of the 6-5 Go Hawks lead on the K-Way Sports Network.
Hi, this is Tamala Johnson, principal at St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly. I invite you to discover what academic, emotional, and spiritual growth opportunities St. Paul's can provide your children. If you're interested in school choice and giving your child a well-rounded educational opportunity in a Christian setting, please visit our website or call and ask about our educational and scholarship programs. St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly is an accredited institution where Christian faith and learning go hand in hand.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. When it comes to protecting all your assets, give People's Insurance Agency a call. People's Insurance Agency's main office has been located in Waverly for 8 years. It is your family-owned, local, independent agency of neighbors helping neighbors in the surrounding area for the past 35 years. If you're looking for a quote with competitive rates or just have an insurance question, visit People's Insurance Agency in Waverly or call 352-6327 to talk with one of their friendly, knowledgeable insurance specialists. People's Insurance Agency. They strive for excellence in all they do.
6-5, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Go Hawks leading by 1. Nolan Foster fires strike 1 to 8-hitter Blake Doherty, who's 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a ground out to second. Next pitch is a ball. Foster started off this game in a way, seeing 7 guys. You thought, well, no way he's going to go complete. Now he might go complete. Foul to the backstop. 1-2. You've got to have that perseverance if you're going to be a pitcher. You're going to have some lumps. But can you work through that and pitch well. Nolan Foster has. By the way, Mason City softball leading Waverly Shark 2-1 after 2 innings of play on Y99.3. Curveball hit high in the air. Lazy fly ball coming away in on that is Hofert to make the grab. It's out number 1. Bobcats down to 5 outs left. Drew Fillenworth up to bat to get a double. Scored a run in the second, then lined out to center field in the fourth. This day in baseball history, 1993. Well, you can't say Jose Canseco never used his head. Here's the pitch. High. It was in Cleveland. Texas right fielder drift back to the line on a long drive by Carlos Martinez, and when he turns his head to take a look at the wall, the ball skims off his glove, off his head, and bounces over the fence for a home run. Swing and a miss. Now, Jose would hit more over the fence than his head would hit over the fence. But that's one of those, you just know you're going to be on that rain delay blooper reel for the rest of time when that happens. Strike called, 1-2. I mean, it's forever going to have yakety sax playing underneath it and the ball going off your glove, off your head, and over the fence. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. It is strike 3. 2 outs now. 5 strikeouts by Nolan Foster. 2 up, 2 down. Jordan Tice up to bat. Tice is 1 for 2 with a single, a ground out, a walk, and 2 runs scored in the ball game. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Go Hawks lead 6-5 with 2 outs, nobody on for the Benton Bobcats dressed in blue. First pitch is out of the zone. Last this day in baseball history, this day 1997, 2 inside the park home runs are hit in a span of 5 minutes on Memorial Day in Pittsburgh. First, Sammy Sosa did it for the Cubs. He touched them all at the top of the 6th inning. Then Tony Womack flew around the bases in 13 seconds in the bottom half of the inning. The Cubs hold off the Buccos 2-1, but it was the first time in 21 years that 2 National League players would hit inside the park home runs in the same game. 3-0 is ball 4, low as a base on balls with 2 outs. The tying run is aboard. Evan Doherty, the 2-hitter up to bat, has been good. He's 2 for 3 with a ground out, a double, and a single in that order. He's not scored yet. Yeah, you can imagine inside the park home runs 2 in an inning. That's pretty incredible. Nolan Foster, who's pitching, had one of those last night. They throw to first base, runners back. Try to catch him off guard with that throw over. Jordan Tice, good athlete at first base, has a pretty hefty lead. Throw home. Now they throw over to first base to check him. It is a ball on the pitch, and the runner's safe on the throw over by Rage. Perfect night for baseball. Hardly a cloud in the sky. You only see the trails of jets in the sky. Ground ball off a curve ball in the hole to Myers. Myers going to throw. There's no way he's going to get that out. That was too long of a throw. That is an infield single by Doherty, his 3rd hit of the game. Runners at first and second. Now the tying runs at second. The go-ahead run is at first, and Cale Kestner is up to bat. Kestner's 1 for 3. Had a double and scored a run in the first. Grounded out to third and then flew out to center field. So the Go Hawks are in some trouble here, and Coach B.J. Hermson is going to make a mound visit. I don't think he needs to take Foster out here, but you got to find a way to get an out. Abram Rage attending the meeting while tying his spikes. Was 2 up, 2 down to begin the inning. But the Bobcats are a 7-2 team. They're a team with a rich baseball history. Of course, everybody knows about Norway, but Benton himself has had some good baseball through the years. Coach Perkel for Waverly Shellrock, has been an assistant coach for the Go Hawks for a long time, was the head coach for the Bobcats years ago. So you can't hope that the Bobcats beat themselves. They're one of those teams you have to beat the Bobcats. Cale Kestner up to bat. The meeting on the mound is over. Kestner, the 3-hitter, very dangerous. Runners will take off on the sound of the bat with 2 outs and forces on all 3 pillows. Foster sets, throws inside. It's blocked by Rage. Runners stay put because they don't want to run themselves into an out. Tense situation here, Go Hawk fans. Kestner's ahead in the count 1-0 to Foster, who sets below the waist, throws inside and low, 2-0 now. You can walk and not be burned by that, but Lancaster's on deck. I don't think you want to see the cleanup guy come up to bat with bases loaded in a one-run ball game. The Hawks hoping this doesn't feel like that West Delaware game the other night. Strike called 2-1. Wasn't there, but I know the Go Hawks were leading and then let the lead slip away against Coach Hermson's alma mater. 2-1 count. Foster wants a pitch to even things up. And he gets that with a foul ball that goes to the on-deck hitter. Lane Kestner plays a little pepper with the ball. Forgets to go get the ball for a second and snaps his head. Goes and grabs it. 2-2 count. 2 outs. 2 on. Go Hawks. Need one more pitch to get out of this inning and go to the 7th with a lead intact. Timeout called. Timeout called by the batter. This is as much drama as you can get in a non-conference regular season game, huh? The pitch. Low. Blocked by Rage. Good block by Abram Rage to squat down in front of that dirty ball. Count runs full. 2 outs. Tying run is at second. The go-ahead run is at first. Benton is out, hit the Go Hawks 10-7. The Go Hawks getting on the jams like this is how they've been able to keep the one-run lead. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. Bases are juiced. Coach Hermson stays by the dugouts. Lane Kestner up to bat. Now Kestner is 1 for 3 with a strikeout looking, a fly out to right field, and a double. Courtesy runner comes in. That is Ryan Spina at first base.
Courtesy runner.
So Spina runs for the catcher. So
Now batting for the Bobcats,
Tice
number
at third,
17, Lane
Evan
Kestner.
Doherty at second. Spina, the courtesy runner, at first, and Lane Kestner up to bat. There's 2 outs. This inning started with Blake Doherty flying out to center, Drew Fillenworth striking out, then a walk, then a hit, then a walk. Ball fouled away towards the highway. Go Hawks sit in that first base dugout. No one's sitting, though. They're standing. They know the gravity of this situation. Go Hawks desperately need an out. Bobcats have the same desperation for a run. Inside fastball, strike 2 called. Good pitch there by Foster. Go Hawks on the precipice of getting out of this thing unscathed. Can they do it? The 0-2. Got him looking! Strike 3 called. The 6th strikeout of the game is the biggest strikeout of the game thus far. 6-5 the score. We go to the 7th. Go Hawks still at the lead on the K-Way Sports Network.
Harvest more of what you grow with Case IH Axle Flow Combines. From header to spreader, Axle Flow's industry-leading innovations deliver cleaner grain from the field to the bin. Get the capacity you need with easy adjustment options to match your crop and field condition, all while minimizing potential grain loss. Add automated efficiency of the optional AFS Harvest command and take control of your harvest. Put your grain in the tank and your money in the bank with Axle Flow Combines. Contact New Hampton Red Power and New Hampton today to put the latest technology to work for you with Case IH.
For over 155 years, First National Bank has served our communities with commitment and dedication of providing quality financial services. Hi, this is Steve Williamson with First Bank. While our name has changed from First National Bank to First Bank, everything else is the same. We're the same us with just a new name. You will see the same friendly, dedicated staff when you visit any of our locations, and we will be offering the same great products and services to fit your financial needs. At First Bank, we are excited for the future and look forward to serving you first. Member FDIC.
By the skin of their teeth, the Go Hawks lead 6-5 as we go to the 7th inning with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due for Waverly Shark. They need some Folkers financial strategies, insurance runs, no doubt about that. As Abram Rage will lead off against Casey Gessner. The right-handers will do battle in this big inning. First pitch inside, ball 1. Rage is 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt, a double, and a fly out to left. He's also scored a run. Hawks would like to get at least one this inning. Fly ball gonna drop in the grass over shortstop and in front of left field. Little flaring fly ball. And the Hawks get the leadoff man aboard. For the 6th time in 7 innings, the Hawks have the leadoff man get on. Pretty remarkable. That'll bring up Ian Sedgwick, who's swung a good bat here tonight. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a single, and a ground out to short with a run scored. But I think he's swinging a good bat. You can see why they parked him in the cleanup spot, especially with that left-handedness he has. Changed things up on the pitcher, especially the righties. Swing and a ball yanked foul out of play. First base side. Just does get by the Hawks dugout. Nobody out. Runner at first base. The Hawks holding on to a 6-5 lead, trying to get their 3rd win of the year. Been in a number of close ones recently. Only won 1 of the last 3 that have all been close. That one coming last night in Game 1 against the Walk-On Indians. Losing a close one to West Delaware. And then a close one to Walk-On 13-10 last night as the pitch is outside 1-1. And you got to start winning these games to get that belief. Everybody makes the postseason. Now, you've got to, be playing your best ball, but also cultivating those moments throughout the season that you can draw on when you get in those tough situations. Throw to first base, close, he's back. Rage did get back. But I remember, when the Hawks last made the state tournament, they were down against Webster City. Well, how did they know they could win? Well, they had some regular season moments that gave them belief. And I'm a big believer in those things being things you can draw back on. That's a well of confidence that you can draw from in the postseason when you need it most. Pitch was outside to Sedgwick. The count is 2-1. Sedgwick, the lefty, with a runner at first base being held on by Patterson. Pitch hits the outside corner. Count evens 2-2. Fans looking on anxiously, whether they're wearing blue and gold or black and gold. It's a fun high school ball game. Ground ball right at the first baseman. Gets by him. That's a single. Runner's going to go first to third, and there's runners at the corners, Hawk fans. You might want a pinch run for Sedgwick in this occasion, too. Let's see what they do. I think they should. Just get some more speed on the bags. But good hit by Sedgwick, his 2nd of the game. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And you can do a little manufacturing here of a run if you so choose. Is that Jamison Toma out there at first base, it looks like? Hard to read his jersey number from this distance.
Hawks, number 8, Jamison Toma.
Aiden Holford up to bat. Holford is 1 for 2. He flew out to left at a triple, also walked, and he scored a run. So the Hawks lead by 1. They've got runners at the corners. Coach Clunder used to like to do that manufactured pickle in these situations. When you try to get in a pickle between first and second and work a guy home. Any time you can get one of those precious late runs home, give you that insurance. As Focus Financial Strategies insurance runs, that's good. That's good. Aiden Holford fouls one off. Count starts 0-1. 3-1 Mason City leading Waverly Shark in softball after 3 innings. Hawks, new coach, Coach Meyer. She's got a fairly new name, too. Ball hit hard. It's a hit and run. A run will score as that ball is hit into right field. And now runners stay at the corners. Always love that when you can get a run. Run number 7 for the Hawks. And then the courtesy runner, or pinch runner, goes first to third on the single by Holford. As they were putting the runners in motion, that's a perfect hit and run. Coach Hermson and company called that at the right time, and obviously makes you look really smart when the kids execute what you call. Nolan Foster up to bat. Foster's 1 for 1. He's walked and hit by a pitch and also singled in the ball game. 7-5, Waverly Shell Rock with the lead. Again, they got that Folkers Financial Strategies Insurance Run. Help ensure your family's future by calling Folkers Financial Strategies. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. Lots of ways to score runs in high school baseball in this situation. Hofert's got a ton of speeds. He's at first base with a small lead, but he's still going to take off. It's a hit and run. He is going to get to second easily. That breaks up a would-be double play, and a run scores. So Holford goes to second. A run comes home to score, as that is a retiring of Foster. And that would have been a double play had he not been taking off for Holford. So 1 out in the inning. The Go-Hawks now lead by 3 as Grant Parker up to bat. Parker's 0 for 3 with a pop-up to first, a line out to left, and a fly out to center in his 3 at-bats. Runner at second base, 1 out. Holford's got a lot of speed. He's fun to watch. Holford itching to run. Curveball hit over the shortstop's head into the grass. That's going to be another run, and the Go-Hawks lead by a Dolly Parton score as Holford comes home standing. The throw went home, and after the single, Parker goes to second as the throw went to the plate. 9-5, Go-Hawks with the lead. They've scored 3 in this inning. Great baseball right now by Waverly Shell Rock. You know, they got out of a jam in the 6th inning. It looked like the Bobcats were at least going to tie the game, maybe take the lead, and they got themselves out of an absolute pickle. And then they've helped out Nolan Foster, and Nolan Foster's helped himself out a little bit here. He's the guy who grounded out, but it scored a run, put the ball into play. Pitchers love nothing more than when their hitters help them, and the Go-Hawks certainly have been helped. Top of the 7th inning, 9-5, as Waverly Shark has scored 3 runs in this inning. Still just 1 out in the frame. They have a runner at second base in the form of Grant Parker, and it's time now for a Waverly Tire Company pitching change. When you need to change your tires or even repair your tires, trust the people that treat you like family. Waverly Tire Company is so fast, they might just get you in and out before we come back from this Waverly Tire Company pitching change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we return. 9-5, Go-Hawks lead in the top half of the 7th inning. You're listening to Waverly Shark High School Baseball on the K-Way Sports Network.
If it's homemade flavors you crave on a hot summer day, the Sweet Spot in Denver is where you should be. We'll mix up a cyclone for you in flavored combos you'd never expect. Monster cookie, scotcheroo, and even Snicker apple salad. Also watch for seasonal favorites like rhubarb, pumpkin, or apple crisp. Not an ice cream fan? We've got non-dairy options for you too, served by our friendly staff. Cool off at the Sweet Spot. Open daily from 2 to 9. The Sweet Spot, 100 South State Street in Denver.
Life is complicated enough. Why not simplify it? Hi, I'm Andrew Kaler with the Denver Insurance Agency. Our multi-policy discounts offer great ways to get lower rates for each policy, and it's a perfect way to make sure our customers get our best deals. Call today. Let's talk savings when we bundle your farm, home, and auto insurance. We're Denver Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual Insurance provider. Call today, 984-6151. We're committed to making sure our customers get our best deals.
There's 1 out, runner at second base in the top of the 7th inning. The Go-Hawks have scored 3 runs. They're up 9-5 here late as there's a Waverly Tire Company pitching change. Easton Patterson went from first to pitching. Going from third to first is Lane Kestner, and then the DH Finn will play third. The pitcher Patterson is not thrown yet this year. He's a state track guy, ran at 400 hurdles. He is a lefty, first lefty for either team, as Nolan Foster has gone all the innings thus far for Waverly Shell Rock. It'll be the Go-Hawks with the 8 and 9 hitters. That's Rose and Tibbetts up to bats. They'll have at least those guys up because there's only one guy in the bags, so you at least have to see those two. Sam Rose has popped up to the pitcher and struck out, but he had that big triple in the 4th inning and scored a run as he showed off his state track speed. Runner at second base is Parker. The righty batter against the lefty pitcher, and the timeout's called by the catcher. I don't think they're on the same page sign-wise. Something's going on there. Put over the face of catcher Cale Kestner, talking with Patterson. Conversation's lasting a little while. The umpire may have to go up and break this up here in a second. And now it's over before the umpire comes out. Go Hawks have added 3 Folkers Financial Strategies insurance runs to give themselves a 4-run pad in the 7th inning. Only play 7 innings in high school baseball, of course. Patterson sets, throws, bunt missed. They throw down to second base. They get him. They got him. Oh, a missed bunt by Rose, and then they gun Parker out on a 2-6. For out number 2, so the Go Hawks down to their last out. Boy, it's tough when you miss a bunt like that. Parker's way off the bag trying to get back, and a heck of a throw by Cale Kestner to gun him down. He was out by a lot. 0-1 the count, 2 outs, nobody on here in the 7th. Pitch low, 1-1 now to Rose. On deck is Tibbetts. So I guess I was wrong. You don't have to see Tibbetts. I mistakenly said that earlier. I forgot there was 1 out in the inning. There's a swing and a miss as now 1-2 the count to Rose. Tibbetts could be left without going up to bat. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Go Hawks lead by 4 runs. He sets, he throws, and that is low, 2-2. By the way, Sam Wilson pinch running for Parker on that one. Thanks, Greg Stockdale, for helping me get that correctly. 2-2 count. The pitch. Oh, a big bender, a gravity ball called strike 3. That looked like a for sure ball. I would have left it alone too if I was Rose, and it went 12-6, slow but dramatically. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Go Hawks are 3 outs away from victory, and they'll have a new pitcher when we come back on the K-Way Sports Network.
Up your game with Waverly Utilities. Online gaming is a fun way to connect virtually with fellow gamers and connect in person with family members. However, to make the most of it, you need to have an internet connection that's up to the challenge of each new adventure. Waverly Utilities' next-level internet provides super fast download and upload speeds as well as low ping and latency rates. Call Waverly Utilities to sign up today.
Making life better, making life easy. Waverly Utilities.
With the start of school and sports, we don't have as much time to spare like they did in the old days. You know, like back in the 80s. Hi, my name is Kelsey and my dad is Dr. Alan Young of Waverly Family Dentistry, where they are dedicated to service and excellence. His office offers virtually every dental procedure, so you won't have to waste time driving somewhere else to have it done. Visit WaverlyFamilyDentistry.com and make an appointment today. Hurry, you're wasting time.
9-5, the Go Hawks lead. A pitching change as Ian Cedric goes from first base to pitch. Parker, the designated hitter, will come in to play first base for Waverly Shellrock. And Cedric, it's his first outing of the season for varsity. He'll be facing the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Nolan Foster again worked through some adversity, had himself a decent outing. He gave up 10 hits, but got big outs when he needed it, and his team got him big outs when he needed it. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1 to Wyatt Rinderknecht, who was 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and a strikeout. He did not score at all thus far. Inside breaking ball, 1-1. The Go Hawks watch one low, 2-1. Sedgwick is the pitcher, the right-hander. Behind in the count, looking to even things up. He works with a pretty quick pace. Breaking pitch, catches the inside corner right at the knees, 2-2. That's a good pitcher's pitch. As a hitter, it's hard to wait on that thing to break back in. It's a 2-2. Ooh, close inside. Full count. Just a bit inside from what I could see at this kind of angled press box that I'm in. Little ways further back than usual as well in this press box, but not a bad look at all as there's the full count pitch fouled off towards the highway back over the backstop. It goes off the backstop here. We've got a flip of the ball by Coach Ryan Willis over to the on-deck hitter. Next pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. Leadoff man is aboard. Said that a million times tonight, I feel like.
Now batting for the Bobcats, the pitcher, number 21, Easton Patterson.
Easton Patterson up to bat. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Now, he did reach first on one of those strikeouts in that kind of ugly first inning where the Go Hawks gave up 2 runs. Runner at first base. Double plays in order. The Go Hawks turned a double play in the 3rd inning. Both teams turned double plays. 6-3 unassisted double plays, in fact, in this game for both squads. Pretty much the exact same ball went right on the second base bag. Shortstop couldn't help but make a double play. A bunt, third base side that's going to stay fair. Bare hand, and that's a hit. Now they throw corner to corner again, back to third base. And good base right now. The runner taking off to second, and he gets there. A bunted single, no doubt about that. When the throw went over to first base, Rinderknecht went to third. When the throw went to third, Patterson went to second. Great base running by the Bobcats, taking a mile where an inch was given. That was a fantastic bunt.
Now batting for the Bobcats, the third baseman, number 13, Ryan Finn.
Ryan Finn is 0 for 3 with a fly out to right, center, and a ground out to short so far. Pitch misses the zone, 1-0 to Finn. Go Hawks have a 4-run lead, but a different pitcher, Sedgwick, trying to close this one out. Pitch outside, 2-0. Trying to get that save, although I think you have to be within 3 runs for it to officially be a save. But either way, it's a win. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a win as a team. The Go Hawks need to get 3 outs to get there. 4-run inning is not out of the question. Pitch way outside. Cedric having issues. Nowhere near the zone on this at-bat. Feels like the curveball is his comfort pitch. A lot of guys, 3-0 go fastball. He might go breaking ball from what I've seen from him. He sets, kind of that open stance when he sets, throws the fastball, hits it right at the knees, 3-1. 3-1 count. If you're the Go Hawks, don't worry about the guys at second and third. What matters is the guy on deck. You know, one of those guys getting on and scoring. Get outs where outs are available. There's a strike right down Bremer Avenue. Count runs full as Finn was watching. And the 2 runs on the bag is not that important. It's about getting 3 outs. Pitch is outside. Full count. A walk on a full count pitch, I should say. And the bases are full of Bobcats. Blake Doherty, who is the tying run, is up to bat. I'll remind you, it's only 3:15 down the lines. 3:65 to straightaway center was a bit of a poke, but 3:15 down the lines, not so much. There was a foul ball that was called a home run by the umpire and then waved off because it was foul. So Bobcats have hit the ball far enough. Dawson Rozek comes in to run at first base. So a runner on each bag. The Go Hawks are 3 outs away from victory. And while we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
9-5, the Go Hawks lead. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. Bases are loaded, nobody out for Benton. Pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Now, a pessimist looks at this and sees the tying run up to bat. An optimist sees a whole lot of force outs. Optimist might be a little crazy, too. Pitch at the knees, strike. But if you get 1 out, you just got to get that first out, and things can change. You don't have to, choke in anything. You play normal depth as a defense. There's a strike called. 1-2 now the count. You just got to play baseball here. Just get outs. Just get outs. Lots of forces available. Lots of ways to get to 3 outs. Harder to get 4 runs than to get 3 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's out number 1. 2 outs before 4 runs. That's the task. Drew Fillenworth up to bat. He's a 9-hitter. He's 1 for 3 with a double, a run scored, a line out to center field, and a strikeout. Breaking pitch inside corner called strike. Bobcats certainly have life, but the Go Hawks are only 2 outs away from their 3rd win of the season. Fastball outside, 1-1. 1-1 count again. The bases are full of blue jerseys and gray pants. Ball fouled away towards the ditch behind the Go Hawk fans. 1-2 the count. Got to get the 9-hitter though. Bases loaded with 9-hitter feels a whole lot different than bases loaded with Tice up to bat. Pitch south of the knees, 2-2. Tice is just a darn good player. I mean, the whole top of the lineup is really good for the Benton Bobcats. You want to get there with 2 outs, not with 1. Heck, a double play would end the game. Ground ball, third base side. Actually, shortstop takes it, can't make a throw. Infield single. A run does score. The tying run is at first base. The go-ahead and walk-off winning run is now up to bat in the form of Jordan Tice. Tice had a single, scored a run in the first inning, then grounded out to short, and then has walked twice in a row. Has also scored a run in the 4th. So the winning run is up to bat. The tying run is at 3rd. Go Hawks need 2 more outs. Pitch misses the zone. With pitch counts and everything, Nolan Foster not able to stay in for the 7th inning. Cedric getting his first outing and having to earn a win if he does indeed get one. Pitches inside and low, 2-0. It's hairy, though. It's scary. If you're a Go Hawk fan, you're nervous. Pitch hits the zone right at the bottom. 2-1 now. And a double play would end this game in dramatic fashion, Go Hawk fans. You're hoping for that, right? The 1 out in this inning was a strikeout. Pitch tip top of the zone called by the umpire. 2-2. Over on Y99.3 after 4 innings, the Go Hawks pull within 1. They're down 3-2 to Mason City. Squibber by the pitcher. This ball might be an infield single again. Throw to first. Got him! A run does score, but they got him. That was a tough play by Cedric as the ball rolled and rolled under the grass. He had to barehand it, throw to first, and just did get him. The tying run is at second base, though. There's runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Evan Doherty up to bat.
Evan Doherty.
A single would very likely ensure at least extra innings. An out ends the game for the Go Hawks. An out of any kind here ends the game for the Go Hawks. But a single from Evan Doherty would give the Bobcats probably a tie. He's got a double, 2 singles, and a ground out in this game. He's had a very, very good game, but he's not faced Cedric yet. Cedric sets, shoulder high, throws. A looper that's a soft, foul ball to the on-deck hitter. 0-1 as Cedric jumps ahead. Again, a single because the runners are going to be taken off on the sound of the bat. They're going to be really going quick. And Fillenworth at second base, decent runner. This game could go either way at this junction. Curveball, pop-up, foul, first base side, out of play over the Go Hawk dugout. A single could tie it. 1 strike could end the game in favor of the black and gold. Don't you love baseball? You smile as you pop another Tums. Here's the 0-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's dropped. They throw to first. Game over. The Go Hawks win. Oh, it's a foul ball, they say. Oh, the umpire called a foul ball first. Never mind. Never mind. The game continues. Didn't see the umpire signaling that right away. Looked like a drop third strike, but he did catch a piece of it. My mistake. The game continues. Evan Doherty has another chance at this. That was a good pitch by Cedric. Cedric sets high, 1-2. Man, oh man, drama. In the tying run is at second base. The two-hitter up to bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Curveball blocked by Rage, 2-2. No force, but at first. Runners at second and third. Go Hawks lead 9-7 in a game where they've been out hit 12-10. Both teams with an equal number of errors. Go Hawks just got to keep the Bobcats from getting a 13th hit. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Low. 2-2 becomes 3-2 to Evan Doherty. You don't want to walk him. Don't want to walk him. That would make things so frightening, Go Hawk fans. But you can't give him a meatball either. Payoff pitch is ball 4. A base on balls. So bases loaded. Cale Kestner up to bat. Cale Kestner is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored in the first inning. A ground out to third in the second. A fly out to center in the fourth. And then a walk last inning. Coach B.J. Hermson's going to make a visit to the mound. Man, you can't walk a guy, but you can't pipe stuff to the 7th batter of the inning, the 3-hitter in the lineup, Cale Kestner, who can really swat it. He's got the type of power that could end this thing with one swing. Again, the tying run is at second. So a single would tie it. An extra base hit could win the game for Benton as they're down by 2 to your Go Hawks, but an out of any variety wins the game for Waverly Shellrock.
Cale Kestner.
Cale Kestner batting. He's a righty. Ian Cedric pitching. He's a right-hander as well. A chatter from the teams. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 0-1 to Kestner, was trying to hit a heroic homer on that type of swing. That was a big boy swing there. And early in the count, don't mind it. Don't mind it at all if I'm his coach. The 0-1. Drifts south of the knees, 1-1. And bases are full of Bobcats. And out anywhere you look, a single would tie the game very likely, unless it's an infield single. Pitch, hit into center field. Hofer goes on the run, grabs it in the gap. The Go Hawks win. A well-struck ball, but Hofer makes the grab, and the Go Hawks win 9-7. 9-7. The Go Hawks hold on to win this game. We'll take a break, come back with a Waverly Box and Pallet Box score and a conversation with Coach B.J. Hermson. 9-7. Waverly